they're requiring us to now say "Long live the king" before each broadcast.
That's right.
So each broadcast will commence with a showing of loyalty to the king. That really rubbed people the wrong way. Long live the king.
And he knows that.
Of course he does. Of course he does. He's the ultimate troll. He knows.
Haven't we been doing this long enough?
I don't think he's like the biggest history buff in the world, but I know that he kind of gets the Revolutionary War and our whole history with kings and the founding of the country. But you know,
he said it.
He said it. He's
good.
And if there's one thing all kings do, they say it on Twitter, and then they become the king for real. This is bad. And Elon let him do it, and he's on the cover of Time magazine. That's a parody. Well, still, that's how it all starts. How do you think Stalin started? Tweets. Well, and unfortunately for a lot of people, Trump did a move that people who hate Trump, they're struggling, but they are finding reasons.
This is a hard one.
To not like it. It is happening. I've seen it happen. It is still happening. But Trump came forward and has said that he is going to stop congestion pricing. You know, we were talking about that a month ago. Here in New York, they put a $9 toll on everything below something like 60th Street.
Yeah.
So if you drive in, which, you know, for those that don't know the geography, 60th Street is Midtown Manhattan. That's where everybody who drives into work, or everybody who has deliveries into Manhattan, or anybody that's doing anything commerce related is driving past 60th Street. And the idea is that if you drive past 60th Street, on top of the tolls, by the way, because it's like $15 now to cross the George Washington Bridge between New Jersey and New York. Whether you go through a tunnel, a bridge, however you get onto this godforsaken island, you're paying out the nose already. And, well, I guess the boat's free.
Boat's free.
Boat's free, but that's because...
Come to Staten Island.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they could say, look, there's no tolls to get into Manhattan, and people still go, well, I'm not going to live in Staten Island. It's crazy.
Hell no.
No way. But it's already, like, there was never a time where it was like, oh, it's very inexpensive to get into New York City. And they're like, well, what if it was $9 more expensive? Except the way the governor did it, she goes like this, it's going to be $15. And we're like, what? And she goes, good news, I just saved you 40%. It's $9. And we're like, well, you didn't save us anything. It was never $15. That was a made-up thing so that you could then go back and say, hey, they wanted it to. Every boss you've ever dealt with at work has done something like that. Yeah. Hey, I got you 2% raise, and let me tell you something. It was going to be 1. And you're like, you doubled it? Oh, thanks, man. It was never going to be 1.
You were
ever.
Man.
There was never a time it was going to be 1. The boss's boss said, you could give him 2%. And then your boss said, thank you. And then he went down and made up some bullshit about it used to be 1%, but then he fought for 2%. It's nonsense. They're lying to you. And this thing of like, hey, right before election time, it's going to be $15. You know what? Let's wait and see what you think. And then right after the election, it's only going to be $9. So technically, you're saving money.
Good news.
Yeah, that's what she said too. Technically, you're saving money. No, you're not. It's still $9 extra every single day out of your pocket, because most of the people affected by the tolls are not coming in every now and then. Like, the people who are complaining about it are not the people who are like, oh, maybe I'll take a weekend trip into the city. Oh, next time I see a Broadway show, it's going to be more expensive. It's people coming in every single day that are now paying like an extra $50 a week, which is $200 a month. That's quick math, and I just did it myself. No fingers. You guys saw. I didn't use my fingers on that at all. I just figured it out. But she goes, no, you saved it. So Trump has let her know, I guess, that he's just like, no, you're not doing that anymore, which I didn't even know you could just do that. It is weird.
Well, that's what they'll figure out.
It is weird that you can say, this is the law now. And then somebody else could just come, like the new president can come in and go, yeah, no, that's not the law anymore. Whether you like it or not, most laws you would think that once they're in effect, you can't just show up and go, no, we're changing that. We just did it a month ago. Yeah, we're changing it.
Like, I don't like it, but I am interested in seeing how this plays out.
You don't like what?
Congestion pricing.
Right. Of course. You have to be an idiot. And there are
well,
idiots.
No, somebody thinks that it's the greatest.
Who?
And not who you think I'm going to say.
Gersh?
Nope, not Gersh.
Because we'll check in with Gersh. He had some videos posted yesterday.
Stupid Tormenta last night.
I don't even like talking about him anymore.
Does he even have a license?
No!
No. You talking about Hot Dog?
Yeah.
I hate him.
He retweeted
I don't.
this.
Like, how about read the comments before you retweet someone? So, Barstool Nate, God bless, said, I think congestion pricing is the first law passed in my 10 years in NYC that everyone who asterisk lives in NYC mostly agrees with. What's mostly? And likes. They like it. There were simply too many cars and way too much traffic. It was unsustainable. And I didn't realize it was unsustainable because New York has never been a commuter city. This is unsustainable. And congestion pricing actually worked. In what regard? And I hope it comes back. Well, first of all, it's not gone yet.
No, it's still happening.
It's still there. It hasn't gone away. Like, for as well researched as this pro-congestion pricing statement is, it's still there. And it's the city, New York City, the whole base of it, it's all rooted in commerce that happens here. It's all rooted in the business that takes place here. If you take away all the business that happens in New York City, there's nothing going on here. I mean, there's no worse city there's no city set up worse to actually live in. You know, I mean, it's a hellhole to live in. Everything is insanely expensive. Everything is tiny. Everything is infested with roaches and rats. But business is operating constantly. So you go, okay, we take the good with the bad. I'll pay out the nose to live in Joe's apartment with a bunch of roaches singing at me. And the bodega's always open. So that's where we'll be
that's
okay.
a plus.
Right. Except,
and there's cats in a lot of them.
And people love a bodega cat. It makes them feel great. You love a bodega cat, Troy?
Love it. Follow Bodega Cats on Instagram.
Great follow.
Great follow. But then, what about the truck that brings the rolls to the bodegas? $9. You know? It's insane. Or and then Hot Dog, if I'm not mistaken, tweeted something on himself as well.
Let me see.
I got very frustrated with it. Above it. No. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see this one. Okay, I don't know what this post was.
Okay. For months before it was implemented, I heard people loudly shitting on it, and it turns out it was actually pretty good. So, of course, they want it gone. What are you talking about? Hot Dog, first of all, he lives above the toll. He lives in Harlem.
He doesn't have a car.
Above the toll. He doesn't have a car, which if somebody doesn't have a car, they don't have a car. He doesn't have a driver's license. There's this weird thing that you don't know about unless you live in New York, where there is a generation of people who take it as a point of pride that they do not have a driver's license. And it's like, because they go, well, you could just take the train everywhere. You could get an Uber. You could get this. You could get that. And it's like, what are you talking about? It's a point of pride. If you don't have a car, that's fine. Right? Can't afford a car right now, or it doesn't make sense where you live, or parking is so fucking expensive in New York. That's fine. But the idea of not having a driver's license is, to me, so out of touch as an adult. Not like, if you're 20, fine. You just haven't gotten there yet. You should, but you haven't gotten there yet. But the idea of being an adult with no driver's license is so out of touch with the actual real world, what everybody else in the world is doing, that it's insane. And it's like this sort of, I know we have this amazing freedom that we can just get in a car and drive wherever we want. No, thank you. I'll just rely on the trains on this island that I live on.
Don't you want to be like the Dutch?
No, I don't want to be like the Dutch in general, but I don't know the reference.
They ride their bikes everywhere.
That's true. Yeah, and I've been there. Remember we were in Amsterdam? Yeah. It was hell. And you couldn't go anywhere.
No, it's great.
No, they were going 90 miles an hour on bicycles. They're lunatics.
No, but there's no vehicle traffic.
There's still some vehicle traffic, but the bike traffic is so much worse than the vehicle traffic.
No. They are insane, and everybody's on space cakes.
They're all high as a kite, driving their bikes on cobblestone roads, 90 miles an hour, across all these bridges. It's nuts. You can't go anywhere.
It's the way we got to do it.
Because bikes come and just take you out. Although I do follow this guy on TikTok who's great. He's a New York City bike guy, and all of his TikToks are just like, he's got a camera on his bike helmet, and obviously there's a microphone on the camera, and it's just him yelling at people about being in the bike lane.
Bro, I mean, it's every fucking day.
It's such a good, I'm sure you live it, Troy, because you ride your bike, but he's just going, out of the bike lane, out of the bike lane, out of the bike lane, and just shouting at people as he goes, because he's constantly one step away from breaking his neck and breaking someone else's neck.
I mean, but a lot of times cyclists in the city are fucking lunatics.
They're crazy.
There's guys that, like on 2nd Avenue, they'll be flying as fast as they can fucking go, and they have a whistle. And they're just, bird, bird, like a referee whistle.
Yeah, it's Ian Fidance.
But you're like, and screaming at, it's like, well, why are you turning 2nd Avenue to a racetrack?
Right.
So it works both ways.
Yes. Yes. People ignore the bike lanes, but the cyclists are absolutely crazy. Yeah, that's another thing. Just like in Amsterdam, they're all high as a kite, driving around on their bikes. In New York, everyone's all on heroin driving around. It's crazy. On city bikes that they need to return. But like,
According to Hot Dog, it was a great thing.
with this thing that now people, and I get it, there's a lot to hate about Trump. I'm not mad at
I
people.
thought you were going to say someone else.
I mean, I can't even with him. But there's a lot. If you hate Trump, you hate Trump. I'm not offended by that. But the idea that you hate Trump so much and you're afraid of him being the king, that you're pretending to enjoy tolls, is
Actually,
a problem.
tolls are awesome.
Yeah. To me, there's not a lot of difference between the people who are going, you know why planes keep crashing, Mike?
Oh, because of 3 letters. DEI.
There's not a lot of difference between blaming DEI on plane crashes and saying, actually, now that Trump is anti-toll, I am pro-toll.
Well, no, there's a huge difference.
One is true.
Because DEI is actually causing the plane crash.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry, Mike. I didn't.
Well, we don't know who the pilots are.
They
do we,
haven't
Mike?
released pictures.
Okay, that's probably why.
They don't want us to see the truth.
Okay.
I mean, just go to their TikTok.
In another country.
Their TikTok.
Delta's TikTok is
That's right.
lit.
That's right. By the way, it's more than just Delta crashing planes, but okay.
Delta's the culprit here.
Oh, I didn't realize.
But you know how it is with young Cheyenne.
Well, in general, and he's the figurehead for the movement.
It's just whatever Trump does that's good, there has to be the flip side going, no, that's terrible.
Yeah, I think, and that's something, like, Trump has created such a personality-driven political culture where you have to be loyal to one party or the other, that we've lost this thing that we used to be a culture where we could just say, politics sucks and tolls are the worst. Remember that? Wasn't that a beautiful time when you could just know that you could, if you're sitting in a bar on a Thursday after work, knowing you could have a couple drinks because Friday is kind of a blow-off day anyway, and you could sit down at the bar and you could say, you know who sucks? Politicians.
You can find some common ground.
And you know what sucks?
Tolls.
Tolls. And you could say that, and there'd be no fear of,
Actually, tolls are
if I say this to the wrong person, and you have some guy with a winter hat on with cat ears going, actually, tolls are the best.
I love tolls.
Or if another politician had done the same thing and you go, tolls are the worst, huh? And you go, what do you mean? Tolls are the best. Like, it's crazy.
Because you don't want to give a point to the other team. That's what it is.
And it's like, they're not, and by the way, neither team are actually on our team.
No shit.
There's those two teams are not on our team.
Well, let's see if those Doge checks come through. Then we'll see who.
If with the Doge checks comes through, that's an easy, that's a layup. If we could get a Doge check, I might be on a team.
That's going to fuck up a lot of people.
Oh yeah. I thought you liked tolls. Don't you want to spend your Doge check on tolls?
And look, if Hot Dog is not happy about the tolls and he's anti-Trump, then he cannot accept that Doge check.
No.
You don't think so?
Nope.
No.
They should.
No.
There should be a registry. If you're pro toll, you don't get a Doge check.
They should check Twitter accounts.
Yes. There you go.
Hot Dog and Gersh are not getting any Doge checks.
It goes straight to the MTA.
And what's yes, don't
There you
worry.
go.
Donate your $5,000 or whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna make New York City less smoggy with your Doge check because that's the problem in New York City, the air pollution.
I also hate everybody who says congestion pricing was working Like, there was no debate about whether it was going to get people to drive less.
Right.
It made everything suck more because everyone was crammed into these shitty trains
Of course.
underground.
Of course. Yeah, the people who are like, congestion pricing is great and it worked, are the people who are just sitting around doing nothing in their apartments. It sucks. It sucks because it's also like, oh, it worked. There's nothing you could do. It's bullying.
Yeah, we knew what the effect was going to be.
Nobody said this will never work. Everybody said this sucks and it's going to affect my life negatively. That's the point here.
And they didn't clean up the subways, by the way. They're pushing everybody to ride the subway. I walked down the subway yesterday.
Are there still wildfires happening?
I think so.
Because they're very safe.
They got to clear out that brush.
That's right.
There was my subway stop yesterday. I walked out. I mean, I walked through a gauntlet of crazy going to the subway stop. People smoking crack, people smoking meth. Yesterday, they had a box of Roman candles, the fireworks.
You sure?
The box was open, and they were holding a Roman candle, and I was running so they didn't light it in front of me.
You didn't buy any?
Bro, they're smoking crack and have Roman candles.
Was that
So you could probably get a good deal.
Was that on the train or in the station?
That's walking to the
So you're just running to get on the train, hoping those doors shut and it drives away.
And then when you get down into the subway, I mean, it's again, somebody smoking meth, somebody passed out standing up from heroin.
Are they leaning over?
They're just standing like,
Yeah.
You also live, though, in classic New York,
of course.
which I love.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, it's funny. I mean,
but what I mean is
life.
like your area, like Lower East Side Village. That's like the last.
It's wild
part of the old New York.
Yeah,
which is great.
Yeah,
it's not like that.
Staten Island, of course.
Yeah,
Paradise on Earth.
Yeah,
but you know what? I'd rather deal with the lunatics and have a 20-minute subway ride than an hour and a half.
No, I'm talking about like other like subway stops.
Right. You don't have to take the boat.
You're not going down to 49th Street. Like right here.
By the way, that is the mentality. Yeah, but I'd rather deal with all this and just have a 20-minute subway ride to work as opposed to a 30-minute train ride.
Like, I love that you live in like the Wild West of New York City.
Crazy.
It's the best.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's like if I'm going to live here, I want to be in the Wild West.
Absolutely.
It really is. Like, I think most people who live in New York City haven't really factored in the amount. Like, it literally is just bodegas are open and my commute is about 7 minutes less.
Yeah.
But, dude, it helps when you're close.
And
what, the subway?
What if you want an egg sandwich? Easy.
It's 24 hours.
Chopped cheese?
Anything I want, 24 hours. Round the corner.
What if you just want to pet a cat?
24
Around
hours.
the corner.
Wow. Man, move
They're
into
everywhere.
the city. That's pretty amazing.
They're just sitting in boxes.
I mean, I wouldn't want to have. I would never have kids here. I mean,
I hope you would never have kids.
well, I'm not going to.
You probably shouldn't have kids anyway.
I will never have kids.
I mean, what, you gonna have them in Pennsylvania? I hope not, based on your stories.
But you have to go out to the suburbs,
Right.
to have for your kids to be safe.
Oh,
to live a life.
Right.
To live a life.
Have some grass for your kids.
People who do that. You're probably on the internet. They go, Troy, you need to go touch grass. You go, it's not an option for me.
You can't. No.
There's no grass here. All I can do is try to avoid the crackheads selling bottle rockets. That's all I can do. You understand? People tell him that. Troy is reading all his conspiracy theories, and they go, Troy, you got to get outside more. He goes, it's worse out there.
It's worse.
It's way worse.
I'm better off in front of my computer.
Yeah, you don't understand. I don't have a semblance of reality. You know what? Let me go down and see that orange cat hanging out on top of the cans of tuna fish. That orange cat is that bodega cat is the only connection to reality that you have.
Yep.
Where you can just finally find some peace. I can't imagine. No wonder you love Florida so much.
Love it.
You must be like, this is a whole different reality.
Well, it keeps you balanced.
Yes.
I like balance. Like if I had to live here full time, it'd be rough.
You'd be a crazy person.
You'd want to go out to the suburbs.
Oh, I do. Every day.
But it's like, if I want to escape, I could get on a flight right now, you know?
They can't.
Look at you. You're a baller.
Well,
You got it like that, huh?
You can't just escape.
yes, I can.
No, you can't.
I mean, he could. He could.
I mean, you could.
What am I going to do?
It's like you got a job.
Well, I'd come back from my job, but if I wanted a weekend where some grass is, I could go.
Yeah, or you could just hop on a boat.
I'd go.
Nobody's doing that, dude. Nobody
Stop trying
is
to
doing
sell
it.
everybody on the boat.
I
Nobody
got
thinks
so
it's-
much grass in my backyard.
Nobody thinks it's cool.
You got turkeys running around like
That's true. Yep. And they're in the trees. They're everywhere.
Yeah. People aren't sold on the boat. Okay?
You're not selling anybody on the boat.
No, and they know what happens on that boat. Sometimes the boats stop, and it's either you or a boat full of prisoners that are going to detonate.
That's
okay?
a movie. That never
It's
happened.
based in a true story.
That was Gotham City, not New York City.
It looked like New York, and I think before he unfortunately passed away, Tiny Zeus Lister was a resident of Staten Island. I'm not 100% on it, but I think so. So, Governor Hochul made a statement.
I love this statement.
Made a statement. I believe. I believe. Let's listen to the statement because I believe it's the same statement. She's in a subway station just to show everybody. And by the way, the subways were never empty. It's not like we're one of those cities where nobody uses public transportation. It was being used constantly. It was already being used too much. It's where the homeless sleep.
And sell their bottle rockets.
And sell bottle
Roman
rockets.
candles.
Roman candles. Oh my God, I gotta get on the train. You know, by the way, there's a whole TikTok trend. Like, this is a video series. I watch them all the time. I mean, they're fake, but they do not encourage good behavior. Where people, it's people creatively stealing your phone out of your pocket. And that's the whole video, and it's in subway stations. Like they're like dancing around, and they like while you're getting on the subway, they spin around and very gracefully take your phone out of your back pocket, and then as the door's shutting, they show you the phone.
Oh, I saw somebody do that with headphones.
Right.
Somebody was sleeping and they pull off their headphones and run out the door.
And they run out the door, and that's a whole thing. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is a fun video to watch, but it certainly encourages
Bad behavior.
really bad behavior. And you know when that wasn't happening? When I could just drive down the West Side Highway without having to worry about 9 getting sucked out of my pocket.
You think that's a product of congestion pricing?
People
Stealing phones and headphones?
It's not going to help. There's going to be a lot more phones and headphones to grab, right?
I don't understand people who put their phone in their back pocket to begin with.
Why?
Like that's just nuts to me. Like, because anybody can just take it out.
Nobody's grabbing my ass. Did you just grab my ass?
Bro.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Everybody can grab it. No. I'm not.
You just said you watch videos of people doing it all the time.
It's fake videos.
How do you know it's fake?
Yeah. Because I'm not gullible like some of the people in this room.
I mean, you keep your phone in your front pocket. They got to get in there.
Yeah, but you'll let him in.
Yeah, depending on what he looks like.
No, I have
No,
literally
back
I have
pocket is
marks.
psychotic because you're not looking at your back pocket.
That's more of a girl thing.
Yeah, my phone is literally in my back
No,
pocket.
I can't.
Same,
When you
same, yes, queen.
This girl's pants are tighter, so it's like it's harder to put it in the front pocket. So they put it in the back.
Like if you got Jenkos on and you put your phone
That's
in,
a different. It's
and
all
it's
the way
all
down,
the way
by,
down
your
by your
ankles.
knee, nobody's getting that.
You're gonna
at
be
all.
pickpocketing for about 2 weeks.
Nobody
trying to
has
find your
arms
way-
long enough to do that.
Yeah, you're gonna need a tunnel down there.
Like, we really
Except-
coulda used Jenkos
except
now.
If you get an important call, you're fucked
Yeah,
because
you're fucked.
you're just sitting there digging in your pocket the whole time.
That's when you go gadget arm.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I used to when I was wearing Jenkos. I also had one of those claws on the poles. You know that so I'd stick the claw down my Jenko pocket.
Just to get whatever you need.
Yeah, to get my wallet out. That's why the chain wallet was so because you just pull chain trying to find your wallet at the bottom
Eventually,
of the
you're
pocket.
going to get it.
No,
like an anchor.
I am I don't know if it makes me feminine.
It does.
But I'm a back pocket guy. I've never been pickpocketed, not once. Not once.
That's feminine.
You don't put it. Why don't you put it in your front pocket? I
Put
put
it in
my
your front
wallet.
pocket,
So
yeah.
when you're walking, I can feel my wallet. I feel my cell phone.
I feel it on my ass.
No.
I'm not feeling my ass.
Yeah.
No? I would if I were you. No, I got wallet in one front pocket. I got the ID card in the other pocket. And then I got for wherever I'm going to work at the time. And I got my phone in my back pocket.
That's a flex.
Thank you.
I heard that.
Thank you. Yeah.
You got multiple passes to get in. That's
Bro,
what I'm
you
saying.
should see me trying to get through I got this jar of keys right in front of the front door. I go, which pass am I supposed to get now?
Mike, front or back?
Front. I think
course.
the back pocket's psychotic.
Yeah, it's insane.
Psychotic. Why
It
do you
doesn't
think
even-
it's psychotic?
On a traditional pair of jeans, it's not even a pocket that really. There's no function to it.
Well, back in the day, didn't people used to put their wallet in their back pocket?
Yeah, but
I've
everybody
never
got
done that.
pickpocketed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just
Everybody
seems,
got pickpocketed?
It seems steeped in
You know what
folly.
it is? In Westchester, I don't want to do anything steeped in folly. I made a specific goal in 2025 to stop doing things steeped. That was my resolution, to stop doing things steeped in folly.
Oh, boy.
I also have this nice
Oh,
fat
no.
ass, so it's like
Yeah.
that's
Can't even
not-
fit if you wanted it to.
Yeah.
No, I'm a Norman no ass. I got plenty of I got plenty of room back there.
Like, no, that just seems so weird to, like...
Let me see you
No.
model it, baby boy.
Like, look, it's like sticking out. Like,
dumb.
people can just, like,
I mean,
yoink.
when girls have tight jeans on, I get it. But it's like
Well, no,
I understand
To
it-
be fair, there's no room in our front
I understand
pockets.
that. Like,
I've
that's
never
fine.
put anything in my front pockets. You can't.
right.
It just doesn't. And when you sit, I don't get that. If I was sitting with my phone in my front pocket, that wouldn't work.
It
We
wouldn't
have
be any good.
we have more room in our front pockets.
Not me. I got quads
Or
for
maybe they
days.
go down, like your
Yeah.
pockets are deeper. Oh, see, yeah, no, my pocket literally just stops, like right.
Well, that's why when Troy said it's a feminine thing.
Yeah.
And everybody, you guys were looking to jump on me, and she backed me right up.
No, I'm not jumping on you. I think you're 100% right.
No, but I did think yesterday.
Sam and Danielle.
I did think yesterday when Katie Nolan was in and she was like, "Yeah, I have to get everything right about sports because if I get one thing wrong, somebody goes, see, you got it wrong. Women can't talk about sports." I said that's exactly what Troy did at the beginning of the show, and he was like, "Well, Danielle, don't you think? See, I was right. Women." You did the exact same thing.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Yeah, no, okay. I mean, look, I'm not arguing. My instinct
It's very feminine.
maybe it's a
You have
feminine,
feminine instincts.
Maybe
That's fine.
I mean, I am in touch with my femininity. I think, but
Yeah.
that's a positive.
It's not a bad thing.
You
That's
like
a
lavender
positive.
and you like putting your phone in your back
I
pocket.
love lavender.
Helps
Yeah.
you fall asleep.
It does.
I mean, honestly, who doesn't love lavender?
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Bad
are we
example.
going to
All right,
sit
look,
here and
listen,
like
guy.
lead the charge against lavender? Not on this show.
I'm not shitting on lavender.
No. Yeah. I'm developing a mark on my pocket because my phone's always in
Oh
there.
yeah, I used to have holes in mine
That's
because,
sick.
like in high school, like you had nowhere else to put it. You weren't wearing a coat,
Right.
You know what I mean? It was either
Right.
that or like your UGG boot.
And you don't want to put a phone in your UGG boot.
No, that's very 2000.
No, because then they're just sitting in the bathroom when you take them off.
That's right.
Forget it there.
That's right. No, I guess I don't know. Maybe
All
I
right.
should. Maybe I should start putting it in my front pocket so you guys don't make fun of me.
No, stay
Back pockets,
strong.
but-
Do what you want to do.
Hit me on that.
You know what I mean?
Boom. That's a fist bump for sure. That's a pounder. So, Governor Hochul went down to the subway station because she's like, see, this is an example of where
She's
you
just
can
one of
go.
us.
Yeah. Because the tolls now, you should also come here. That's where I'm going to do my speech. Why just do it, at a podium somewhere? So she went to the subway station to give her statement.
At 1:01 p.m. today, the U.S. Department of Transportation emailed us a letter from Secretary Duffy announcing their attempt to end the congestion pricing program in the state of New York.
Could you pause for a sec?
Of course.
You know what my first response would be to that?
What's that?
Weren't you on The Real World?
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's Sean Duffy from The Real World.
Yeah, real world alumni Sean Duffy.
I go like
what
this.
he says goes.
Hey, Senator Duffy. Is he a senator?
No,
What'd she just call him?
he's Department of
She said something
Secretary. He's
Duffy.
Secretary.
Secretary.
Secretary
Secretary.
Duffy.
Hey, Secretary Duffy. I wish you would start being a little more polite.
Yeah, I
and a
bet that
little less
email
real.
wasn't polite.
Yeah.
I bet it was real, and I bet that's what she thought when she got
By the
it.
way, that's why they could never put me in public office because that is, based on the group text that we've had with Hot Dog, that's exactly how I would respond to something like this. That if they sent me this email that I totally disagreed with, and I knew I wasn't going to abide by it, they're trying to stop my shit, it's not going to happen, I would 100% just write back an email saying, weren't you on The Real World? And then deliver my speech. But okay.
Hey, how's Julie?
How's Julie from The Real World? Are you guys still married? Puck.
Announcing their attempt to end the congestion pricing program in the state of New York. At 1:58 p.m.,
Right?
President Donald Trump tweeted, "Long live the king."
Kind of funny.
I'm here to say New York hasn't labored under a king in over 250 years. You sure as hell are not going to start now. I don't.
I'd like to make a statement. He's not actually the king.
Oh,
Okay. That's not factually true. Okay, all right.
I just
Nailed
want
it.
everyone to know.
He's not really the king, by the way. He's the president, but he's not really the king because 1776.
When are these people going to realize you're falling? He's a troll. You're falling for it every single fucking time.
Right.
Yeah,
And
he doesn't think he's the king.
And it's funny to watch you lose your mind over every single thing.
it should be so easy, but it's because you have to be immature back. Like, you can't meet immaturity with maturity.
Right.
If somebody says something immature and it's funny.
I'm now the king of the United States.
Right. And then I go like this. There is no king of the United States. No, are you on my side when I say that? Or are you on Travis's side?
exactly.
100%. Because it's like he was silly and absurd, and I was like, no. Like, that's not going to work. And your response to being like, number one, you can't be the king, and number two, tolls are good. What are you talking about? How is that the argument back?
Well, they don't know how to be funny back.
What about, you know who was funny?
You don't even have to be funny back. You can just ignore the obviously troll thing that he said
I don't think
and
they
concentrate on the actual issue.
You know who was funny? What's her face? Who kept making that same hair joke?
Oh,
Amy
Klobuchar.
Klobuchar.
Klobuchar. She's funny.
Yeah.
You got to be more like
She should be writing these
Klobuchar.
speeches.
Right. She's like, no. You think of one joke, just use it every time.
Oh, she's got the delivery too.
She has the delivery. You know who's funny? Who they should have gotten to do this? They should have gotten what's his face from New Jersey to do this. You
Chris
know?
Christie?
Yes. Be like, they're calling him King Trump. I call him King Duck. That's funny.
That is funny.
That's what you got to
Not
do.
not funny, not like as funny as Trump doing it, but at least it's something.
He's trying,
Or get like Hakeem Jeffries.
right?
You know what his nickname for Trump is?
No.
Oh, hang on. Let me find
I
it.
don't even know who Hakeem Jeffries is.
He's like
Is he the public advocate or is he the city council speaker or some shit?
yeah. Hang on.
He's got a good nickname.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got to fight fire with fire.
Do you remember
sometimes.
when everybody lined up and was like, "Oh, they're weird. That's weird. That's weird." Like that was
good.
effective.
That was good. That was very effective.
and it fucked with them.
It fucked with them, and it was like, and we still to this day are like, and then Trump, it was effective because Trump said they're not really saying that about me, they're saying that about JD.
Yeah, he got fucked up by it.
He got fucked up and threw JD under the bus, and to this day, you think JD Vance is a little weird?
I mean,
He is, right?
the eyeliner's a little strange, to me.
Right, that's what I'm saying. See, it worked. That's what you have to do.
I was thinking the other day how bad I feel for JD because Trump's doing all these interviews with Elon.
Oh,
Elon's always the one in the in the Oval Office doing the speeches with Trump. Like JD is nowhere to be found.
Because you know what happens? JD walks into the Oval Office, and Trump and Elon throw popcorn at him. They just, while he's talking to them, they're like, no, keep going. And
Or they just stop talking.
Right. They just throw popcorn at him, and then he goes, so what do you guys think? Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Hang on, JD's coming in. Hey man, what's up?
Right. Oh, hey, what's up? No.
We're just talking about Tesla.
Yeah, no, something else. What were you saying?
All right, here's Hakeem Jeffries' nickname.
Hit him back.
Captain Chaos and the extreme MAGA Republicans spent.
I mean,
It's Captain Chaos.
Captain Chaos.
It's like a cool nickname.
yeah, that's kind of cool.
It's fucking awesome.
Chaos was Mattis's call sign during the invasion.
Chaos rules.
Yes.
Who doesn't want chaos? Who's your favorite character in Batman? Batman or Joker? Joker. What was he an agent of?
Chaos.
And it was fucking awesome when he said that. When Heath Ledger goes, I'm an agent of chaos, everybody was like, no, they weren't. They were like, that guy rules. Everybody loves that.
Oh, Trump should make a video dancing down those stairs.
With a red suit on.
Captain Chaos is a badass name.
Captain Chaos rules.
They just have no idea how to troll back. They
No.
have no
No,
clue.
so they shouldn't. Like, just stop.
It's like they're trying to maintain the traditional world of politics by going like, if I just keep doing this, it's going to be fine, not realizing like the game has moved on. To the point, I mean, that's why he was able to get elected in all the states.
Mm-hmm.
All the states. It wasn't even close.
It was kind of close.
It was not close.
Maybe in one state. New York, Kamala won New York.
That's right. But
What about California?
I don't know if you know about the swing states. The swing states
They
are the
go
ones.
both ways?
They they do. They call them the Teft states. And those are the one he won all of them.
Every single one.
Yes.
6 for 6.
You know why? Because they do stuff like this. They go, let's call him Captain Chaos and then raise the tolls and then everybody will be on our side. What? It shouldn't be this hard. He's not that hard to what?
He obviously is.
Obviously
so
he is.
easy.
It should be so easy. Because even for somebody who's like, I like that guy, there's always something that you can go, what about when he did this? And they go, yeah, that wasn't my favorite, but like focus in on that wasn't my favorite guy.
They just can't do it.
They can't do it.
I mean, they got like Chuck Schumer, who's like the biggest dork on the planet.
He really is
he's
the
cool.
biggest dork on the planet.
I mean, it's
You
like
think he's a dork?
I think he's Captain Dork.
He is.
They all have Lisa Simpson energy.
They really do. And they probably go home and play the saxophone.
Saxophone.
Yeah, they do. They do. They have their books in a belt, and they're carrying it with them. Yeah.
All right, you want to hear what she says?
And you know what
all
Trump has?
seriousness?
Trump kind of has Bart Simpson energy. We all love Bart.
Oh yeah, I didn't do it.
Right. I didn't do it.
Do the line.
And JD has Millhouse energy.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see what
JD wants to work at the Cracker Factory.
Yeah. Can I borrow a feeling? Let's see how Governor Hochul responds to the Real World's Sean Duffy.
Oh, sorry.
Don't even worry about it, bro.
Thank you, man.
New York hasn't labored under a king in over 250 years.
Nailed him. Hit him with the
Sure
fact.
as hell, I'm not going to start now. I don't care if you love congestion pricing or hate it.
What?
This is an attack on our sovereign
Shut the
identity,
fuck up.
our independence from Washington. We are not subservient to a king or anyone else out of Washington. So this is the fight we're in. We're fighting for our residents, our commuters,
I don't even think she believes it.
our riders, our drivers,
doesn't
emergency
believe anything
personnel.
she says.
What do you mean you're fighting for your
Life has gotten
drivers?
better. Even those who have asthma, people with illness. That's who we're fighting for.
Asthma?
Of all the things, asthma?
You think New York City?
Hey, listen, I don't like congestion pricing, but my asthma.
My asthma's better. You think Manhattan, the economic center of the world, was built on protecting people with asthma?
When 8 months ago you were like, this is actually really horrible for New Yorkers, I'm going to put pause on it.
Yeah, what about the people with asthma that you put pause on so you could get because you thought you might get a couple more blue states? Asthma?
Now those people with asthma get to watch a man masturbate on a crowded subway car.
Yeah, Troy, put that away.
Always throwing bottle rockets.
Dodging bottle rockets.
Dodging them.
Get robbed at knife point of their inhaler.
Right, yeah.
She also credits congestion pricing with Broadway shows selling out and foot traffic to local businesses spiking.
What?
It's because people got to walk from the subway.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I would love to see the statistics on
Broadway shows selling
listen,
out.
Okay, this is the whole.
I know why.
Who on earth lives in Manhattan? Who they all say congestion pricing is great for people who live in Manhattan, right?
That's what Hot Dog says.
Who the hell lives in Manhattan and goes to Broadway shows?
They're like $1 billion a ticket.
Nobody does that. Nobody goes to
Tourists are going.
Exactly. People who are the bridge and tunnel crowd go to Broadway shows. People who are driving in and just
now they're
paying,
taking buses in from New Jersey and going to a Broadway show with all the money that they're saving on not having to drive.
Or you mean to tell me that people paid $200 to watch Little Shop of Horrors off Broadway and they're saving the $9 by taking a bus? Who's taking a bus to
Yes.
Broadway?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
Well, I mean, normally I do a train, but I'm kind of in that demographic, I will say.
Were you ever taking a car to Broadway or were you taking a train to Broadway every
I was
time?
always taking a train.
So what difference? What are they talking about, Broadway? There's no way you can convince me that congestion pricing has resulted in more Broadway tickets being sold.
Yeah, no, it's also like Broadway week. You know how
Yeah.
there's like ticket. It's Broadway
And
week
Wicked's
from
the biggest
January
movie in the world.
20th. Like that's probably just a coincidence. Like a lot of people are going to Broadway shows right now.
Right. Broadway week, and you're right about Wicked. Like when you have
Wicked's doing bigger business now than it's ever done.
when you have any type of Broadway musical in the theaters, all the Broadway musicals are going to go up because people like Wicked in the theater, and then they convince themselves that they're cultured.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go see Glengarry Glen Ross.
That's right.
And everybody
Bill Burr.
wants to see Glenn Ross. You got Bill Burr, you got Bob Odenkirk, you got Kieran Culkin.
You got Michael McKean.
Michael McKean, they call that the Four Horsemen of the Great Actors.
That's why Broadway shows are
Of
selling
course
out.
it is. Because they're finally people are enjoying them.
Yeah, Sam, stop moving your mic.
Oh, I'm
I'm
frustrated.
gonna get blamed for this.
Yeah,
That one was Troy.
I did see Troy do that.
That one,
No, it was not.
I've done it before, but I'll say that one was Troy.
He just reaches over. You're not even asking for your mic to be moved.
I mean, we're a nation of laws not ruled by a king. That's what she really thought. Oh, he tweeted that. I'm going to use it against him.
Like, shut up.
Shut up, you dork.
Hey, Poindexter.
The very gullible can be convinced of that.
Yeah.
Who you
Also,
talking about?
we overthrew the fucking king because of a tax on tea and stamps.
Right. You know why we were so mad About the tea and the stamps? Because they were taxing it. Because they were making us pay more for it. You're sitting there going, we're not like the king. We're making you pay for everything. This is we would have been so pissed back in the day. We would have thrown all the highways in the Boston Harbor, or however it would have worked. I don't know for sure.
Subway cars.
Subway cars would have gone in the harbor.
They would have tarred and feathered Gersh Kuntzman.
That's right. That's right. Because no taxation without representation, and our representatives are not representing us. There was no vote to go. The only vote, they said, we're going to do a vote to see how you feel about it. We said we don't like the idea of congestion pricing. They said, fine, we're going to do it anyway. Talking about.
I wonder what's going to happen.
Like, congestion pricing was all done for purely American democratic reasons.
Yeah, for asthma.
And asthma.
Yeah.
Think about the asthmatic.
And for Broadway.
Even the very asthmatic have to live in New York. Matt in Queensbury.
Hey guys, you kind of just touched on what I was calling about a little bit, but yeah, so she says we haven't been ruled by a king in 250 years, and that's because of the Boston Tea Party stuff. Well, adjusted for inflation, the tax on the tea would be $8 a pound. So the congestion tax is more than that, and those idiots are cheering for it when she talks about it. So make that make sense.
Talking about hot dog?
It's nuts. Yes, exactly who we're talking about. Thank you, Matt.
And the new phone screener is quite lovely, by the way.
Hey, great job over there.
Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Talk to you later. Corey in Rockland.
Hey guys, good morning. By the way, Sam, I bought my tickets for your show in Vegas.
Oh, there it is. By the way, yeah, Thursday.
Oh shit.
April. What's the date, Corey?
I don't know. It's the Thursday before WrestleMania.
Thursday before WrestleMania, maybe the 19th, 18th.
Let's see.
Somewhere around there. If you go to notsam.com.
Thursday, April 17th.
Thursday, April 17th. I knew we'd get there. Thursday, April 17th. It'll be a 5 p.m. show at the Comedy Cellar in Las Vegas. I'm bringing in the Not Sam Wrestling podcast there for WrestleMania week. It's going to be a great show. The tickets are on Ticketmaster.
Let me tell you something. That VIP section, that is a light shade of blue.
Does that mean people are buying tickets?
That means it is almost gone.
Hell yeah! Look at your boy.
That's why I bought mine last night. I wanted to get in that VIP section as usual.
Bro, if you want to be in the VIP section, you better get on it because that is very light blue.
Yep.
It's a sky blue.
That's the kind of blue I've been seeing around New York City since congestion pricing.
Say the same thing. Well, thank you, Corey. What else is going on?
Okay, so anyway, so you talk about Captain Chaos. If you originally remember the movie Cannonball Run in 1981, Dom DeLuise was in it, and his alter ego was a superhero called Captain Chaos.
Oh my God, he's just doing Cannonball Run references.
Yeah, exactly. It was Burt Reynolds and Dom DeLuise were a team, and they dressed up as ambulance drivers to go across the country with Farrah Fawcett, and Dom DeLuise was a bit crazy, and he was always Captain Chaos whenever chaos would ensue.
I love it. Thank you, Corey. I love that. That's a reference from Cannonball Run. Gersh Kuntzman, who's somebody that we've been keeping up with all this drama. He's, of course, here in New York City, the Riders Alliance. They, I don't know, are annoying. And they are aligned.
They must be so mad.
More like the Dick Riders Alliance.
Oh, shit.
That's awesome. See? Shit like that is going to get you elected, Mike. Yeah, they were like very annoying, and they're very anti-car. The idea of being anti-car in New York City is like being anti-cowboy hat in Texas. What are you doing here? What do you think is... Why? What is this?
This is his blog.
Oh, Gersh's blog. I thought it was breaking news. And isn't that Sean Duffy from The Real World?
Yeah, I think that was Montana's roommate.
Montana. Oh, these are deep cuts. So Gersh posted a blog. Trump withdraws federal approval for congestion pricing, blowing a hole in transit budget as MTA files lawsuit. I mean, they did bring up a interesting point. The way they were looking for loopholes to how they could withdraw the federal approval, and apparently the fact that they're putting tolls on roads to fund the MTA which is not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put tolls on roads to fund the roads. Like when you see a toll on a bridge, the idea is that money goes in to fixing and maintaining the bridge. So I think their goal is to go like, hey, you got all these $9 tolls up and down the West Side Highway.
Gimme.
We're not doing anything to the West Side Highway. What do you mean you're giving it to the MTA? You can't do that.
Yeah, in the letter, they argue that the city's tolling system contradicts the federal highway program, which does not allow tolling on roads built with federal funds unless Congress provides an exemption.
Right.
That's interesting.
Right. Yeah, it is interesting. Gersh, apparently that went right over his head. The $9. Yeah, I'd rather see I'd rather hear the voice of the man. He was out there. What did his tweet say? I want to set him up properly. As you read about congestion pricing today, consider that these scofflaw? Is that?
You don't know what a scofflaw is?
No, I do not. No, that was not on the SATs.
You've gone through your whole 37
I never heard
years
of a scofflaw
without knowing what a scofflaw
They didn't put it on the SATs? I don't know it. What's a scofflaw?
You know a lot about wrestling. That's not on the SATs.
They have baby faces and heels are both
That's
on
like
the SATs.
scofflaw is like somebody who doesn't
scoffs at the law.
Yeah, a man who says law.
A scofflaw. Why you call me that? You've been scoffing at the law.
Yeah, it's somebody who like avoids the law, breaks the law.
I see. Okay.
A scofflaw is a person who disregards the law, rules, or accepted practices.
I didn't know what it was either.
Why didn't they? I mean, yeah. Why
Danielle?
didn't you?
Never heard that.
All right, I guess Mike and I we're
You
on
guys
our
are-
own island.
Of
Super
course.
intelligent.
There's a Seinfeld episode titled The Scofflaw.
That's why.
Come on.
Newman is stacking up unpaid parking tickets. He's the white whale.
See, he should have.
He kept getting away.
Why didn't he just say Meshuggah drivers? I would have understood that.
I can't believe you've never heard the word scofflaw.
I wish he had said. I would have understood if he said it in Yiddish, but I don't know. Like if he said, as you read about congestion pricing today, consider that these.
As you read about.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's spelled the same way. I don't know the context of the sentence yet. As you read about congestion pricing today, consider that these Meshuggah drivers. You get that sentence?
100%.
Okay, these Meshuggah drivers are the people who will benefit.
Thinks it's a band.
I love Meshuggah.
Who will benefit from no longer being charged the toll, while transit users suffer anew.
Oh man,
that's criminal mischief. What are you talking about?
He's talking about me. I'm going to suffer anew because I'm on transit all the time.
No, I mean, if anything, take away the congestion pricing, stay on trains, and you will have more space on the trains because less people will use the trains, right?
No.
Why? If you took away the congestion pricing, less people will trains because they'll be driving it.
Right, but we won't give MTA any more money. They won't be able to fix things, and I will suffer anew.
They're selling bottle rockets in the MTA.
That's criminal mischief.
The bottle rockets or the anew?
I'm so confused.
And I don't think they were selling. I think it was complimentary. It was a box open. And
you didn't take complimentary bottle rockets?
What am I going to do? What am I going to walk in here with a bottle rocket?
No, you set one off on the subway.
I'm not
Yeah.
fun. I wanted to get the fuck away. I thought they were going to shoot it at me.
Right. This is what
You have a window in your apartment?
I do.
Set it off.
Do it at 5 p.m. for the first responders.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Toots would love that.
I don't know that he would love that.
Celebrate his egg dinner.
Yeah, okay, so Gersh is worried about criminal mischief because of these Meshuggah drivers.
Yeah. Now these scofflaw drivers are back
Wow.
in charge.
Okay, what's he got to say?
Hey, it's Gersh Kunstman in Chinatown. You can't swing a dead cat in Chinatown without finding a placard perk illegally parked and deciding he doesn't want to pay tickets. Look at this. So let's help him out a little bit, Jimmy. Can you hold this? Yeah, you got it. Let's just clean this up a bit. Make sure he gets all the tickets he deserves.
What a
'Cause
jerk
If you look
off.
at his record, this guy gets a lot of ticket.
He looked at his record?
Of course he does.
Call it criminal mischief.
Oh, he made a song.
Simply do not want to hear.
Bro, like, can you pause for a second?
Why? I'm listening to music.
Well, I want to go back to the beginning of the song because I don't want to take away from his music at all.
Look at him just touching everyone's personal property.
Bro.
That's criminal mischief. And as citizens, if your fellow citizen can get away with not getting tickets, we need to have each other's backs on that.
Yeah, don't be a narc.
No, you need to applaud that. Okay? You know, he didn't pay for his parking. You should really check into that. What?
He's having so much fun doing it too.
Don't you want to just slap him in the face? I don't
Right
even
in
want to
his-
punch him. I just want to
Bro,
slap him.
He's a great heel.
I would.
He
love,
is.
I'd love to catch him doing that to my
Would you
car.
do something? Even if it wasn't your car, would you pretend it's your car?
It's still illegal to put hands on him, dude.
If it's my car and he's defacing my car,
You can't beat someone up for defacing your
Citizen's arrest?
You could do a citizen's arrest.
I don't know. There has to be some, if somebody's defacing your property, you can't do anything.
I don't think anybody's going to intervene if they realize that Troy's beating up Gersh Kuntzman.
And I think Florida law travels. So because you own a house in Florida,
Yeah.
you can treat him like it's Florida.
Stand your ground?
Yeah.
Right. Stand your ground and don't vouch you my
If
Florida.
I even saw that guy on the street,
That's what I'm saying.
I'd pull out my phone. I'd do some funny shit for you guys.
Make a video?
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah. Will you do his voice
Would
and
you
go,
emphasize his
oh,
name?
look what we've got here. Hey, guys, it's Troy. Look, we've got Gersh. She's filling in people's license
New
plates.
York's not getting enough money. We've got to help him out.
That's what drives me crazy. If I really thought that any person, any like citizen, was going to benefit from the state getting money, I'd go like, yeah,
Okay.
that's not going to happen.
No, it's not.
It's not going to. It's never happened.
It's like, why
How
are
much
you a-
do you love government?
Why are you a cuck for
Yeah.
government?
Right.
What are they doing for you?
Right.
Maybe they're paying him. I mean, who knows?
You think he's a psyop?
They're not paying him.
You think he's just that big of a jerk?
Yes.
off?
I do. I do.
Yes.
Because it's weird. Because you go like, no, he's that big of a jerk off, but I think some people are.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
The
Gersh.
same people who were in student government when they were in high school.
There's nothing wrong with student government.
Same people who were on like
The youth court.
the youth court when they were in high school.
Youth court is first of all, it started middle school.
Or middle school.
That's kind of cool.
It's really cool, and
I
it
find
teaches
you guilty.
It teaches. Well, he was pleading guilty. It was more about sentencing. But Danielle, youth court is cool. Just so you know.
I've never heard of that actually.
Oh, it's awesome.
Sam was in youth court when he.
I was.
What is it?
Well, since you asked, you have to be invited to join, which is why you will find haters that never would have been invited to join.
Invite
They're
everyone.
jealous.
They do not invite everyone because my friend Chuck tried to get in. They would not let him in, but I wouldn't have let him in either.
What do they just see the biggest nerds and send an invite?
I don't think that that's what it is. I don't think so because they let me in. So that blows a hole in your theory right there. But in the youth court, they want to teach the young people of the town about law. So they bring you in and they teach you about the court system. They teach you what a prosecutor does, what a defense attorney does, what a judge, a bailiff, all the different roles in a courtroom. And then they go to family court. And so it's not big trials or anything. It's family court that you're going to get community service for anyway. And it's not that adults have committed; it's that children, like vandalism, shooting off BB guns and stuff like that.
Giving out bottle rockets.
Giving
in
out
the subway.
if your child giving out bottle rockets, sure, that we would definitely try that case. But then they go to them and they say, "Look, you're going to go to trial to family court for this case. We have this program called Youth Court where you'll let kids be the judge and the attorneys in this real case. However, the most we can do is give community service hours. That's the only punishment we can give out, and it'll be less than in family court. And if you do youth court, it'll get expunged from your record, no questions asked."
Wow.
So then people would come in, and depending on the role you had in that specific case, you'd be the judge, you'd be the plaintiff, or the defense attorney, or the prosecuting attorney.
And you did this?
Yes, I did. I was
Is
all
it
roles.
after school or on the weekends? Like
This would be usually Monday evenings, I believe, is when
You
we
would
met.
spend your Monday evenings in your
I'd set
poor
the-
dad has
No.
to come home from creating just the greatest commercials of our generation.
My dad made goat commercials.
oh
Yes.
And then have to drive you to youth court
Yeah.
when all he wants to
I
do
was-
is just sit down with you and probably watch a baseball game.
I wasn't interested in baseball. I was interested in the future of our
He's
country
like-
and making sure that those who committed crimes paid, that the justice system was maintained, or didn't pay if I was the defense attorney. It depends. Although it
whatever
really was
side
funny.
you're on.
It really was funny because like they go, okay, like you're this person's defense attorney, you got to call him. And like a lot of times it'd be non-English speakers. Or it'd be like they go like, what is going on?
You
Or
never
they
got like Luigi Mangione?
no, it was never like, okay, this is going to be a great, it'd be low income. It'd be like they clearly weren't 100% sure what was going on. They just
And
heard.
they walk into court and they see some 8-year-old just
I wasn't
in
eight.
a suit.
But, I mean, to be fair, to your point, I was in like 8th grade. However, we were just starting the human growth hormone treatments. So I looked like I was 8 years old.
Yeah, you're a small kid.
I had this prepubescent voice. And so you'd call.
Briefcase bigger than your body.
Yeah, it was my dad's briefcase from work. It tipped me over when I walked. And so, yeah, like, I mean, forget about a gust of wind.
Just
I
got
was
crackers
done.
in there.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, exactly. Anybody want a juice box? But I call the family before the case, obviously, to make sure we were on the same page. And I go, hi, I'm your lawyer. And they go,
no, you're not.
What?
This is Jerky Boys.
What? Yeah, I'm here to defend you. Yeah. Yeah, it was wild. And almost always they'd plead guilty, so it was easy.
Well, yeah, they didn't trust you.
And they go, what? But every now and then there'd be a full trial, and it'd be a wild scene. It was a crazy thing that was done because it was real cases, and not like real cases like when they say on TV these are real cases, and they're clearly not real cases.
Like Mike Boschetti?
Right. Like there were times where I had to excuse myself from my role in the trial because my friend was on trial. Like I got scolded once because my friend Brian came in, and on his way to sit in the defense in the defense position, he's like, "Oh, what's up, Sam?" And then he walks in, and he's like, "They're
conflict."
Like, and then after the trial was over, when they would talk to us about everything that went right and wrong, they didn't say any names, but they said, "Also, if you know anyone that's here, please make sure they know it's inappropriate, even if you're not part of the trial, for them to say hello to you, for them to greet you."
Would your mom come watch?
No, I think it was closed. I don't think they were allowed to. She would have loved to.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
She would have loved to, but I don't think she ever.
So
got
then you're
to.
on Gersh's side because he's just upholding the law.
Well, I've found a more rebellious streak since then.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and I couldn't imagine because what they thought when I called them with this voice, with my pre-HGH voice, because I know that it was a problem. Like I remember being like 12 or 13 years old when WWE had their WWE New York restaurant, or I might have even been older. I might have been 14 or something.
Yeah, that was around. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Might
Probably
have been
around
like 14.
yeah.
And I called them because they were doing like a nightclub event, but I just really wanted to go to WWE.
You called the restaurant?
I called the restaurant.
Hard Rock Johnny picks up.
Hard Rock Johnny picks up. He goes, "Hard Rock Johnny, you kill him, we grill him." And I go, "Hi, what's the age to get into the event on Friday night?" And they were like, "It's 18 and over." And I went, "Oh, thank you." And they said, "Thank you, miss." I was like, "Oh, no."
Just somebody's mother calling for their young child.
They thought it was a woman calling, a grown woman.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you, miss. I went, "Oh." Yeah.
Well, you're a high talker.
I was. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank God your balls dropped.
I know. It took a while. And then, I needed medical treatment for it, but they dropped. It doesn't matter.
That's all right.
It doesn't matter how you got there.
Right.
It matters where you're at.
Where you're at.
Right. Right. And now, all man.
You sound great.
Thank you.
I mean, better.
Better. Way better.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks I'm a woman.
Let's not throw words around that we can't take back.
That's right.
You've come a long way since Entertainment Tonight demo.
Yeah, now I was an adult.
But you found your voice.
Found my voice.
And look at him now.
Yeah.
Look at me now.
Look
And look
who's-
at them
look who's
now.
laughing now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Enjoy your magazine, dickheads.
Enjoy your channel.
Exactly. Where is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You
All
wanna hear
right.
some good music?
So, Youth Court sounds cool, really cool,
Yeah,
right?
that sounds lit.
See? I try to tell these guys. It's super lit.
I'm not kidding.
See?
It's like shaping bright minds at a young age.
Exactly.
I didn't learn about that stuff in any class.
And you probably feel like left out.
Yeah.
You must have been sitting there wondering, like, how'd this guy get so bright? Now you know. My bright mind was shaped at a young age.
I was on safety patrol.
That's not the same thing.
That's dork status.
This big idiot wore a bright orange vest at school and tried to get people to stop running in the halls. and
You
they beat
couldn't
him
have
up.
any water at the water fountain if the school was over.
You were Gersh.
Keep walking.
Gersh might have liked what I did. You were actually Gersh.
I got to leave class 5 minutes early.
You didn't do it for that. You did it for the betterment of the school.
You dodged a bullet, bro, because you could have been that.
He's almost
I was
there.
never going to be Gersh.
Almost.
I wouldn't be surprised if Gersh was safety patrol.
Yeah, safety patrol is cool.
Ah,
And we all do
No,
things in
I don't.
elementary school that we don't do now.
Like what?
Safety patrol.
That's true. I played the recorder for a little bit in elementary school. I never play that shit now.
No, it was a different time. It was Florida. We had nothing going on.
don't shit on Florida.
I don't even think Florida has safety patrol anymore. It's the land of the free.
Like, do whatever you want.
Exactly.
That's actually why we stopped.
That's right.
No libs are going to tell us what to do.
That's right. There were complaints in Florida that people thought safety patrol was indoctrinating the children.
I had a badge and everything.
You did?
Yeah.
We don't need no stinking badges.
I'm sure I have the photo somewhere.
And you had a stop sign. You had to stop the traffic.
No, that was for adults. I could be playing in traffic.
Stop.
Please stop.
So what's safety patrol?
You know what made me happy?
You stood in the hallway and watched people?
I remember, so I specifically remember standing next to a water fountain with a cone on it, like to make sure that nobody stopped.
Should have been a cone on your head.
To drink the water because school was over and everybody had to leave. That's I wish I could remember more.
No
because
water
I knew that I was
post-school.
doing. I know I was doing other things, but that's the only thing.
Why aren't they letting the kids stay hydrated?
Like, what if you're fucking thirsty after
Go
school?
home. Get out of here.
What if you're thirsty?
It's
School's
Florida.
over.
It's fucking hot.
It's so hot.
I'm dehydrated.
School's over.
I got this turd standing in front of me. I can't drink that.
I would have put that cone right on his head and wrote dunce on the side of
it
it.
Right up his ass.
Yeah,
Took a sip.
that's the move.
No,
That's the move.
charge.
That's the move. You know what would have been great? Just seeing somebody crouch behind Travis on all fours and then getting the big shove. Oh yeah, I mean, come on, dude.
I mean, you're wearing a Devo helmet.
He is. He looks like he was in Devo.
That's a hard hat
That's
in case
not
anything
cool.
happens.
What's
going to happen?
Yeah,
What's going to happen while you're blocking the water fountain?
He's gonna get the shit kicked out of him. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's to protect me from any punches.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that hard hat's not gonna do any good when we're kicking you in the ribs. By the way, I wore a nice suit to youth court.
You probably looked very handsome.
You didn't
I
have
did.
a badge.
No, I didn't
I
have
have
a
a
badge.
badge.
But sometimes I had a judge's gown. That's sick, right?
That's cool.
I
You
was
have the wig?
No. You know why? Because in America, judges don't wear wigs.
Oh, my bad.
You forgot. It was an American court system. Yeah. All right. So, like, you're right. People do end up getting cool, even if they like to stick to the letter of the law. Let's listen to some of the music that Gersh has been inspired to create based on all the controversy going on.
Because if you look at his record, this guy gets a lot of tickets. Criminal mischief. The cops call it criminal mischief. They simply do not want to hear. The cops call it criminal mischief.
What?
Their motives are so clear.
Oh yeah.
The rhyme scheme.
Are so clear.
This should be on like Little Stevie's Underground Garage.
Yeah, it should.
They say, but the law will always win.
The
Scan-
law will always win.
I love the QR code. Scan to get song. Here's a QR code that no one's ever scanned once.
But the law will always win.
What
Who loves
happened?
the law that
What
much?
happened? Where did this all turn?
I don't know.
Where were you supposed to be like? What happened to being punk rock?
Yeah.
And being like, fuck the system, fuck the government,
Right.
No, he's like more system, more government.
We love the
more
system.
regulations.
Yes. We love the law.
You can't believe where we are.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Not you, him.
Yeah.
Of course. I took it that way.
Gersh.
Sucks. Fuck that guy.
Pierre in North Hook.
Morning, boys.
Morning, dude.
Sammy, I love you, love the law, but you kind of let me down, brother.
Go ahead.
You spent your Monday nights at school court. You love pro wrestling.
Yeah, bro.
When does wrestling come on? Monday nights. So you were watching it live.
Bro.
Probably wasn't even watching.
Youth court started at 6.
You sounded like a herb, bro.
No, bro. No, bro.
Confirmed her.
No, bro. Youth court.
Travis and Troy and Mikey Rule. Sam, I love you. You'll still be the best.
But
he's kind of a herb, right?
Yeah, he's a bit of a herb.
No, you're being kind of a herb right now, dude.
I
know you're like, my mom recorded it for me. My mom recorded it
I didn't
for
say
me.
that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say
I can
that.
read your minds. Sam, you know what?
What?
My chick, at first, she'd been listening to y'all for like a week, right?
Right.
Because she's like, why do you laugh all the time when I'm trying to talk to you? I'm like, I'm trying to listen to the boys. And then she hated hot dog at first, right? And she's like, he's such a tool.
Yeah.
And then she's like, after a few days ago, she's like, I'm kind of coming around on hot dog. And I was going to order Domino's. I made her go pick it up, dude.
Yeah, you got to just take some time to yourself. I get that. I get that.
I love you guys.
All right,
you
bud.
keep it going, dude.
All right. Thank you, Pierre.
Pierre's perceptive.
Yeah, he is.
Youth court started at 6, so 9 times out of 10, we're at home just in time for the Murder, She Wrote credits to start rolling.
Nice.
So no problem there.
That's how you knew you were in the right place.
8 o'clock? It finishes up in 2 hours?
Yeah, because usually it's not a
Because everybody just pleads guilty because they don't want Sam to
They
represent
plead
them.
guilty because they're like, it's a bunch of kids.
Yeah, what the fuck am I doing?
What? They go like, oh, we'll just get some community service hours and never do them. And then we'll get expunged. Like, whatever. Oh. So shout out to Gersh.
And the real world.
And the real world. And the king.
The king.
Yeah,
Long live the king.
By the way, okay, two things. Before we take a break, I also want to talk about, because there were two big tweets that went out yesterday. One was Trump declaring himself king of America, which everyone took seriously, which is good. And the other one, big announcement, after a lot of confirming that he indeed was. After selling swastika t-shirts on the Super Bowl, Kanye West... Ye, let's be respectful, has declared that he is actually not a Nazi.
Oh, good.
So that's good. I feel like the swastika t-shirt is going to be a tougher one to forgive.
What if he's like, I was just joking?
I don't like that joke.
I don't like the joke either.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, some people just have bad jokes.
I guess. I mean, that's a really bad joke. That's really like a rough.
Didn't feel like a joke.
It's a rough joke, and he got a Super Bowl commercial to sell the T-shirts.
But you don't know people that just can't read the room, and they say like a bad. You're like, that's really off.
I've never known anybody that can't read the room so much they made swastika T-shirts and tried to sell them on the Super Bowl.
He was all over the place yesterday. I just saw the tweet before this one.
Yeah. No, he. You talking about his commentary on hermaphrodites?
Yes.
Yeah. He had interesting insight on his thoughts on hermaphrodites.
This is like deep thoughts with Kanye West.
He's the new Jack Handy. If you scroll down a little bit, you can actually see.
Oh, he was really on it.
Yeah, he was doing. He did a play on words for hermaphrodites, and then said that he would try to have sex with himself.
Oh, I see. He was making a joke.
Yes,
that's funny.
Well, remember, he thinks that he's like a comedian. Like,
yeah,
remember
he thought he was on some Anthony Jeselnik shit.
Well, he thought that he was Larry David. Like he.
Oh my
remember
God,
he did that
that's
Curb Your
right.
Enthusiasm pilot.
Oh,
like he thinks he's a genius comedian.
It was bad.
It's terrible.
I
Of
watched
course, it
it
was terrible. He's not a funny guy. Like, because he thinks that like when you have like a play on words that you put in a song, it hits differently. Because when you're listening to a song and you're vibing out, and then they do a play on words, you're like, oh shit. But if I just said to you, Troy, I got a mayonnaise colored Mercedes Benz. I call it my Miracle Whip.
It's a dad joke.
Do you hear how silent the room got? Like it was almost like discouraging to hear. Like when I said it just now, you were like,
but I wanted to shit on it, but I was like, oh, that's kind of funny.
But not enough to laugh. No. You know what I mean? You're acknowledging, oh, okay. All right. But if I said mayonnaise colored Benz, I put Miracle Whips, you'd be like, oh, right?
Well, when it's over a beat, it's always...
And that's what he's saying. Like he's so used to like saying things over a beat that he's like, oh, I must also be hilarious. But he's not.
I mean, I could show you other Twitter accounts where people really think they're hilarious, and they are not hilarious.
Oh yeah, we probably know the same ones.
I think I still follow some of them.
I just refollowed one,
but
that's right. You did. Anyway,
but I guess because you remember the last time Kanye was a Nazi. He's watched the film 21 Jump Street.
That's right.
And he saw Jonah Hill. He was like, oh, Jonah Hill's great. And then he decided he wasn't a Nazi. And then I guess he never saw 22 Jump Street or whatever it was. He became a Nazi again. And then this time, I'm assuming it says Adam Sandler, thank you for the love. Which I don't know if Adam Sandler reached out to Kanye. I don't know what he's talking about.
He's talking about the song that Adam Sandler did at SNL 50.
But did he say Kanye in this?
I mean, one of the lines was 50 years of finding out your favorite artist is a Nazi.
Oh.
So yeah, Kanye was like, oh, nice, I got a shout out.
Right,
yeah, I mean,
like that.
First of all,
like, oh, that's cool.
You should be wondering who it's about. Like, you shouldn't be like, oh, that's me.
Right.
But yeah, it was very clearly, or anti-Semitic. I think he said 50 years of finding out your favorite artist is anti-Semitic.
Right, and that was clearly about Ye.
Yes.
Which, like, the same way, who was it, Mulaney who did a bit? Or was it Steve Martin? I think it's Steve Martin's monologue when he said we've had like 500 whatever.
Mulaney.
That was Mulaney.
Yeah.
He said we've had 500 whatever hosts and only 2 have been murderers.
Yeah.
And that was clearly OJ and who, Robert Blake?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, okay, so Kanye liked that. Yeah, he liked that.
He thought it was like, thanks for showing me love.
Right, okay. And I don't think that was Adam
Because
Sandler's.
I am anti-Semitic, so that must be about me.
But then, so 5 hours after that,
Take some time.
he tweeted after further reflection that he's come to the realization that he's not a Nazi. And I'm assuming... So some people are wondering if he watched 21 Jump Street again. But I'm assuming that it was... he probably looked back into Adam Sandler's catalog.
You think that's what it is?
I'm giving Adam the credit on this one. I'm giving the Sandman all the credit.
You think he went on Spotify?
No, well, that would be... I hope if he just listened to the album front to back, they're all going to laugh at you. And he was like, oh, shit, this is great.
You think he heard Toll Booth Willie and he's like, there's no way I'm a Nazi.
I want to prove to all my friends that I met the biggest dipshit with the smallest dick. I mean, it's... I've never met a person that didn't love Toll Booth Willie.
No.
$1.
$1. Yeah, so he was like, oh.
Could have been
cock
that.
and balls. I can't be a Nazi.
Yeah,
There
no.
it is.
Let him feel the nice warm water. I thought it was a movie. I was wondering.
Oh, you thought he watched a movie?
Yeah, and you know,
It's got to be Billy Madison.
the way we know Kanye, I wouldn't give him that much credit.
Okay.
You know, I could see him having a good laugh at like
What was that Halloween movie that he did?
Hubie's Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he probably just turned on Netflix. He didn't go searching. So it's either Hubie's Halloween or the where he plays his own sister.
Oh, God.
yeah.
I don't even know the name of that one.
Right, that
I know
Al
what you're talking about.
Al Pacino did the cameo in. It was probably one of those. And then Ye realized, like, oh, I guess I'm not a Nazi anymore. So
That solves that.
Well, good. I'm glad that's cleared up.
that's the update on that. No further explanation on the T-shirts and why.
Did he take
Like
them
if
down?
they're shipping?
Well, he
Are they gonna? Is he gonna?
Is that what you're
Is
asking?
he good on all the orders that have
Yeah.
been placed?
he didn't have time to take them down because the website Shopify took the whole website down.
Oh,
They're
so
like,
you
we'll
can't
take
even
care
get
of
him.
that for you.
Right. So they took down his whole website, and then his talent agency dropped him, and then they
They'll
said
probably-
his wife was divorcing him
Probably pick him back up now.
because he's not a Nazi.
So you think he watched Jack and Jill?
Jack and Jill is the movie. I do. I think Ye watched Jack and Jill and got a real kick out of it because,
He's played 2 characters.
and I think he was probably on Laughing Gas because he loves that nitrous. I don't know if you know about that. He loves the nitrous.
This poor guy.
I think he did some nitrous. Did you know about the dentist that like was hooking him up with all kinds of nitrous?
No.
Oh yeah. Like people have seen Kanye walking into his apartment with like tanks, nitrous oxide tanks, to go into his apartment. It just, I mean, he was apparently, if he's not still, totally addicted to it.
Jeez.
And there was some dentist that was like hooking him up. They said with like the whole big iron canisters of it.
Dr. Isaac Yankem?
DDS.
I knew it.
Yeah, the devil's favorite demon.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah. He loves it. He loves that nitrous. So he probably did some nitrous.
Nitrous is fun.
Put on Jack and Jill.
Put on Jack and Jill.
That's where he got the idea for all the hermaphrodite tweets.
Yeah, exactly. He was thinking about hermaphrodites. Then he was thinking about how cool it is that Adam Sandler mentioned him as an anti-Semite on SNL.
Thanks for the shout out.
Yeah. And then he was like, you know what? How could I be this amused by Adam Sandler and still be a Nazi? I've come to the realization. That's what he said, I think.
Let me tweet.
Yeah. I better put this out to the world. And boom, there it is. And then, I don't know. It really is odd, Every time he goes on one of these manic episodes, it's interesting that he just goes balls to the wall. And, okay, he reposted it.
Oh, he reposted just
the line.
Just the line.
Just the line. Okay, let's listen.
50 years of finding out your favorite musician's anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's me.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
I made the cut.
He does hold a great place in SNL history. Did you have you watched now the footage of him ranting on stage?
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, and Keenan talking about how he like immediately, as soon as Kanye grabbed the mic, just like quietly left the stage. Keenan was like, because he was wearing a MAGA hat, and Keenan was like, you could have let the hat do the talking, because he goes, he could have just let the hat do the talking, because the hat was loud. But yeah, so, you know, I mean, yeah, here it is.
I mean, it's like 3 minutes.
Right. We'll just watch a minute of it. This was Ye getting promised to do his third song.
And then when we got on stage, he went kind of off book.
Can you pause for a second? This is a real sad one because that song is fucking amazing. That song that they're performing, and Cuddy's up there going like, what? Can we just do the song? Can we just? This is just. It's a great song.
It's like, I'm on SNL. This is great.
But then it's like, you try to separate the art from the artist, but literally the song that you love. That's the song is being interrupted for him to be like, let me tell you about who's controlling everything.
Well,
and
let's
you're like,
see what
the fuck?
Maybe it's not that bad.
Yeah, it might
and poor Lenny Pickett is over there just going like, I'm trying to follow these guys. What are we doing here?
Book.
Hey, y'all come up here with us. Y'all come up here with us. Y'all come up here.
He's got the cast coming up with him. Mikey Day's like, what?
Something inside right now. And the liberals.
Oh no.
Bully you
I'm
and
following.
tell you what you can and cannot wear.
I get
Actually,
that.
blacks weren't always Democrats.
Okay, well,
We can't be controlled by monolithic thought.
okay.
If someone inspires me,
Hit pause for a second.
See, they're all just staring.
They're just like staring straight ahead.
Fuck.
Ego Odom, I think is how you pronounce her name, is sitting there like she said it was her first episode.
Oh no.
So all she wanted to do, there she is right
Is
there.
it always like this?
She wants to leave, but she doesn't want to get in trouble because it's her first episode.
Right.
And also on some level, this is the crazy part. Everybody on that stage on some level is like we loved Kanye at a certain point in our life.
And it's not over yet.
Right. And
like he is not over yet.
right, because that song rules.
Yeah. I mean, I saw Mikey Day's face when he walks up. He's like, "Oh shit, we're
cool. We're gonna
hang out on
and he's
stage."
like, and the liberals, and you're like, "Oh,
Oh,
Jesus
no.
Christ! Why would you call us up now?"
I mean, if somebody starts out a speech like that, my ears are perking up.
Yours are.
You're like a cat.
Yours are.
What do you got to say? Let me hear.
Yeah, but you're in the. You know what's better than Twitter X crowd.
Go on.
Anyway, you were saying.
inspires me and I connect with them, I don't have to believe in all their policies. And when I said I'm running,
look at Kid Cudi.
Look at Kate Middleton.
Well, first of all, that is Kate McKinnon.
Oh,
Kate Middleton
right.
is the
God,
princess of
always get that
England.
right. Wrong.
But yeah, Kate McKinnon is like.
Just like, oh shit.
And if you look behind him at Kid Cudi, he the whole time is checking to see if his shoes are untied or not. Like he's like, this is not what I
should I leave
signed up for. Look at poor Colin Jost in the corner.
Colin thinks it's hilarious.
He thinks it's hilarious, but he's also like, oh, she's gonna kill me. Scarlett is going to kill me.
And when I said I'm running 2020, all my smart friends talk so much about me. And when I saw that man win, I say, see, I told you I could have been.
I was like, I don't want to be up here for this because I don't agree with this. And standing up here looks like I'm standing in solidarity. So I was like, don't make any faces. Neutral face. Everyone's got to know I'm just fulfilling my duties as a cast member. It's like your first day at school. And you're like, I don't want to get in trouble. Y'all told me to come up here. I'm up here. Then I remember looking around the stage. Something made me be like, oh, are the other black people up here? And I look and no, I was the only one. And I thought they had a meeting. And so then I'm like, these
when he grabbed the mic and was just like, you know.
Can you pause for a second? What's really funny about this is this feels like, because it's so absurd, as you're watching this feels like a mockumentary. Yeah. Like when they would do like the parody behind the music to make it look like a real behind the music.
It's like a Chappelle show.
Right. Yeah. Except this is real. Yeah. This is where we're at right now.
When he grabbed the mic and was just like, you know, wandering around, like you could see he was like gearing up to say something. I was like, I'm out. It would have been cool if, you know, he just did the music thing and, you know,
really is the Rick James sketch.
Just spoke through the hat, I guess, because the hat was loud.
And then they say I'm in a sunken place. You want to see the sunken place? Okay. I'ma listen to y'all now.
When it was happening, you know, we
now
kind of went.
now they're talking to the SNL musicians that are behind him, because it's like he's got Kid Cudi and the woman who sings on the song. They're still there on stage with him. And by the way, both those performers are staring right at the floor going, what happened? And the SNL band just has to kind of keep going with the music to be like...
Make the background music.
Right.
Yeah.
Guys, what are we... Like, you hear the music behind him as he's talking. That's the SNL band, like, looking at each other going, hey, are we doing this?
Thank God G.E. Smith wasn't around for this.
Oh, you don't want him lumped in with any of this?
No.
He's goated.
Okay, this is Kanye. But it went on and on and on. And at one point, it was just me playing and Kanye.
If I was concerned about racism, I would have moved out of America a long time ago.
I guess my musical instance just said, keep playing. You just keep playing. And I think only a snippet of that actually made it to air before they went off to the news or whatever the heck else.
Thank y'all for giving me this platform. I know some of y'all don't agree.
This is a non-censoring show. It's one of the last places you do what you want to do. Whether you're Woody Harrelson or Chappelle or Rami, you know, as long as they don't swear, just break the FCC rules. Because people do forget we're broadcast. They think we're HBO where you can say swear words and stuff like that. And it's like, as long as you don't do that, no one's stopping anybody from doing anything.
I mean, that might be a little bit of a stretch. Yeah, that any part felt like, okay, let's not pretend SNL is still the voice of the rebel. But all the rest of it, I was like, this is great. And the funniest part too is that, like, they just roll the credits over. They're like, I don't know, is he still just roll the credits? Like,
this is funny and unpredictable, and you don't know what's happening. Like,
no, you don't. But if you're on stage with it,
I understand why you'd be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But that seeing them uncomfortable is what makes it funny.
It's funny.
And in retrospect, nobody labeled them as a Nazi for being on stage.
No, they did not. We got to say Kanye. By the way,
he's gone, bro.
Do you know that all Britney ever did was shave her head and yell at some paparazzi, and they locked her up in a vestibule for years.
Yeah.
They never let her out. They said, we can't let this woman out. The shit that Kanye has done, and nobody's putting him under house arrest. Nobody's sitting there going, well, you know, we need the whatever the Britney had on her.
Oh yeah, the
conservatorship.
Yeah, nobody's. Why isn't?
Well, nobody's going to step. Who's going to step up and do the conservatorship?
Well, they did it to. How could they get Britney under?
Dad.
Yeah. Who's going to do it for Kanye?
Kid Cudi? I don't know. I don't know who's got the power.
Like, I don't want anything to do with this.
He really doesn't. He really doesn't.
It's like, leave me out of this.
Yeah, you're right. I wish Jay-Z would put Kanye West under a conservatorship. That would.
Hope's got his own problems.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He's got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. No, he does not. He does not have his own problems.
We'll see.
No, we saw.
We'll see.
No. You can't spread this rhetoric. You can't. No. That's
Sam,
a Diddy trial. It has nothing to do with Young Hov.
You're a Young Hov cuck.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
I'm
you
a
are.
fan. I'm a fan of the music.
Let the Diddy trials play out. Then
It has nothing to do with Young Hov as a god.
We'll give Hov his roses.
Blasphemy. No, we give Hov his flowers while he could still smell them. Okay? He had a lawsuit. The lawsuit was withdrawn. Okay? This is your weird narrative, and it is weird that you're pushing is not factual.
I'm not pushing anything.
Yes, you are.
He
doesn't have his own problems.
Before
he has no problems. He's producing the Super Bowl halftime show. He's got Blue. Everybody loves Blue. Everybody loves Beyonce. Everybody loves Jay-Z. Danielle, what do you think of Blue?
I love Blue.
Come on.
I'm so proud of her.
Okay.
The whole world is proud of her.
I'm not shitting on Blue.
All he's got no problems. And a bitch ain't one.
Just let the trials play out.
He's not on trial.
I know, but let's just make sure everything goes smooth. Then we'll give Hov his rose. Believe me, I'll bless you.
I don't, and no, because it'll be too late. I don't want to hear him from your hating ass.
I'm not hating.
Yes, you are, because Diddy's on trial and you're looping people in with it. If you said, let's not talk about Farnsworth Bentley right now, I go, okay, I see the connection. Okay?
Nobody's talking about Farnsworth.
No.
Nobody is.
Wait till he gets into court.
Oh, he's got some eyewitness testimony. If you said, let's hold our judgment on Choppa from making Da Band. Okay. But this idea of there was one lawsuit, it was withdrawn because there was no merit to it.
We don't know who's being pulled in as witnesses. We don't know who's being pulled into the...
So then we can't give anybody any credit. Could be anybody.
I'm just saying, hold off. That's all I'm saying. If I know you want to give Hove his roses.
Okay, what do you think of J-Lo?
Let's wait.
Oh.
Let's wait.
What do you think of Ben Affleck?
Is he tied in with Diddy?
He knows J-Lo. He was married to her a couple of times, actually.
What does he know? Let's hang on.
Okay, well, this is ridiculous. Jay-Z doesn't have any problems.
Sure,
And
you're going off the deep end.
Yeah, you furthering this narrative.
Bro, I love
Travis,
Young Hove.
what do you think of Jay-Z?
It's the GOAT.
You ready to celebrate him right now?
Yeah.
Yes, because
Let's do it.
what happened to that lawsuit?
Dismissed.
Okay. You guys are going to look real fucking stupid.
No, you're going to look stupid with your hating ass.
If we just live our lives being like, well, let's wait. Like,
You can't. If bad news comes, bad news comes. But there's nothing that would lead me in that direction.
yeah, innocent until proven guilty.
And by the way, there's not even any charges
dropped.
Nobody's accusing him of anything.
Lawsuit dropped.
I hope.
So
I
what do you
hope,
mean no?
I hope.
Her whole story fell apart.
I hope Young Hove is fine.
You know how many people went to a white party? You're just not. You can't say all of them have problems.
Carl Winslow.
If you saw some shit go down at a white party,
I heard some shit went down with Carl Winslow. By the way, did you hear about what happened with Carl
No,
Winslow?
what happened?
Who was it that walked in on him?
Dave Chappelle.
I heard somebody walked in on Carl Winslow from Family Matters and Diddy. SEXing.
Really?
I said that on the internet.
Oh no.
You watch? And are you still watching Family Matters? Then don't say shit about Young Hove.
Okay. All right.
There's nothing there. Okay, nothing.
Just wait. Let's let the trial play.
No, he's not on trial. He's not on trial.
I don't know why.
And Michael Jackson's innocent.
You're such a Young Hove cuck.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But in case you didn't know, I studied the law.
You know what?
I studied
You're right.
the law.
You're right. You're right.
Troy, you're going up against it right now.
Can you imagine what I was like in that courtroom? I studied the law. You can't put someone on trial who's not on trial, okay? And that's what you're doing because you have a hating ass.
Objection.
It's not a hating ass.
Yes, no.
I
don't
love Young Hove.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You do not.
You love Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
It's hard to hate Michael.
And you loved him before they found out he was innocent.
And
so
after.
It's fucked up.
Well, everybody knows I have a kind of cutoff point, but okay.
Yeah, but your cutoff point is way past the point.
Yeah, it's history.
Your cutoff point is only based on the singles. Your cutoff point is Scream featuring Janet Jackson.
No. I was happy on that. But you know what? In retrospect,
Your cutoff point is This Is It.
Yes.
It was a good movie.
It's a great documentary.
I can't support Michael after 1997. No. I won't even accept you bringing Mace into this.
Yeah, well, you're not even talking about Mace.
I'm not trying to give Mace his flowers.
Because his hate why not?
Why?
Nothing's changed but his limp.
That's a good point.
Plus, he's one of the great podcasters now. You don't watch It Is What It Is?
Whose phone's blowing? Oh, it's my phone.
This guy over here, Mr. EP.
This fucking guy.
Weird. He's calling himself EP. You know what I call him? DB.
He's looking around like, who's doing that?
Nobody calls me.
You know what DB stands for?
Oh, I know.
I know.
What is it, Travis?
Douchebag.
Yep. Nailed it. It's one thing you got right all morning.
Finally, that's
I was with you on Hove.
That's true. Yeah, because because you might be wrong a lot, but at least you're not a hating ass.
No, I'm not a hating ass at all.
I can't believe he said that.
Hating ass.
He's got his own problems. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, let's just wait. Let's just wait.
For what?
For what?
Exactly. Troy just
before we name the greatest rapper alive. That's all I'm saying. And I'm saying I'm going to go right now. I'm saying Lil
I'd
Wayne.
say the jury's still out on you more than it's still out on Young Hove.
What?
Yeah.
I wasn't associated with Diddy.
No, but you did your own Pennsylvania weirdness.
Yep. Okay, fair enough. I think there's a statute of limitations for all that.
You think? You better research that. Hove. You better research that. Hove doesn't need one.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't need one.
All right.
Okay? Money ain't a thing.
Bro, I'm with you.
No, you're not.
It hurts.
No, you're not.
It hurts.
No, you are not.
Hurts.
No, you're not with me because he's not involved. There's no evidence that he is involved. You are not with me. We're not on the same page.
Okay.
We're not on the same team.
Okay.
Because I'm not a hater. And you are.
I'm saying Lil Wayne's the greatest rapper alive.
It's because you just saw him on SNL.
He was great.
You have the memory of a goldfish.
I do. I was like, shit, I fucking love him.
I mean, he's
You think
great.
Troy's got a little recency bias?
Of course he does. Troy thinks whoever is the last rapper he saw is the greatest rapper of all time.
Well, then it'd be Kanye.
No, bro, you're an asshole.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Young Tunch is amazing.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, but they're both, whether it's Wayne Carter or Sean Carter, they're both GOATs. and neither one of them are on trial right now. So shut your hating ass up.
Okay. Fair enough.
Putting bad energy out there. Carlos in New Jersey.
Samuel, Formosa's kid. What's going on, brother?
How you doing, my man?
I'm all right. Listen, as retarded as this guy's been, the minute
Who,
you
Troy?
hear,
You're talking about
feel
Troy?
Yeah, Troy. Troy's the man.
Okay.
Troy's the man. Love you,
Thanks,
Troy.
buddy.
But listen,
Love you too.
The minute you hear, I feel the fate. Oh, dude. Fucking bangers. Untouchable.
It's so difficult. Carlos, I mean, what am I going to call you a liar? You just said it just now, and I was like, oh my, you
didn't
singing
even play
it.
it. You didn't even play it. You just said it.
Carlos singing it out there in New Jersey. I was like, this is good, stuff.
Fucking love that.
We're all hard.
I am right now. I am.
Insane.
All right. Thank
Love
you,
you, boys.
Carlos. It's so hard I can't fit anything in my back pocket. The phone's got to stay on the table.
Your back pocket?
Yeah, because it makes the jeans tighter all the way around.
Let's take a break.
No, I got to go to Sam in Pennsylvania. What's up, Sam? You there, Sam? Pennsylvania?
Yeah. Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good.
So I have the perfect idea for a conservatorship for Kanye.
Okay.
You go full Suicide Squad.
Okay.
You got Special Agent Will Smith.
Okay.
Gets Diddy, Sam Bankman-Fried.
Okay.
Gets him out of jail.
Okay.
Sam's hot piece of a girlfriend could be the Harley Quinn type.
Okay. Yeah.
And you got the man pulling the strings. You pull back at the end of the movie for the sequel, and Epstein's still alive.
I love that. And then they all ride off together.
Exactly.
It's a great idea. Thank you, Sam. I hope they do. I think Kanye needs a conservatorship, to tell you the truth.
No.
I think he does. We'll see if he gets it. We're going to take a break. We got a lot to do today. Stay right there. We'll be back.
We will be right back with Sam Roberts Show. We're back with Sam Roberts Show.
She thought she was going to come in strong for this year. She saged her whole house. What? Yes, thinking that was the problem. And I mean, it's just been one disaster after the next every single
how much
week.
sage you would need for that house?
I mean, the sage was actually like it evaporated in the air, like it was burned.
She saged her house.
Of course she did. It did nothing. It had no effect whatsoever.
I got to talk to Matt.
Yeah. And Matt asked her to sage him.
Okay.
Sage smells like shit, too.
And what's Matt? Sage me?
I mean, just how about this? Both of you get your shit together.
Yeah.
That's what I tell her. Just get your shit together. Like, stop I played her the clip of John Taffer saying, like, stop making excuses. Look in the mirror and say you're a failure. And you won't like that. Like, that's right. I mean, that's it. Just get your shit together. Wow.
I mean, that's not possible.
Well, it could be. It's a process, and we're going through that process on the Satisfying Podcast.
I mean, she's a grown woman. You don't pull it together in the halfway through life.
Wow. You can.
I guess, but is there a high likelihood of it?
We're doing it together.
Okay. Well, luckily she has you as a friend.
And if not, we'll monitor the progress.
Okay.
Documenting. Yes, absolutely. We also have a bunch of video from this show now going up on Not Sam, on the Not Sam YouTube channel. So if you want to see what we're doing.
Crushing it. You are crushing it.
No, come on. Hot Dog's doing a great job, too. He's editing everything for us.
Yeah, in lightning speed.
Well, now, because he thinks he's in trouble, but we'll see how that goes.
Can't wait to talk about that one day.
Going forward. Yeah, although he's got to get our conversation about Bonnie Blue up for YouTube.
Yeah.
He gave me a little social clip. I can't post a social clip until the YouTube's done because where am I directing people to? Either way, whatever.
Shout out to all the pregnant
Stops to keep pleasuring himself thinking about getting fucked by all those men.
That's right. That's probably what it is. We'll get to her in a moment. But before we get to her, I did want to, while we're talking about these podcasts that are out there, Jim Norton, little Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
Had a hell of a guest.
Yes, he did.
On Jim Norton Can't Save You. And this is, I mean, you forget. Jim has a way of sneaking in just the best questions ever. He had George Santos. You remember George Santos, the politician who even lied a lot for a politician. George Santos is on the new episode of Jim Norton Can't Save You, doling out advice. And Jim, while they're not doling out advice, got to the bottom of some stuff that I think we've always wondered about. Let's listen to a moment of George Santos on Jim Norton Can't Save You.
Who has the worst breath in Congress? That's so. Oh my God!
I love that George Santos is in his apartment.
I know, right? Like
they're just hanging.
What a funny guest for Jim to get.
It's such a funny guest.
Yeah.
The minute I saw like the teaser that was going to be the next episode, I went, "Oh my God!" It's what I mean. It's a perfect guest, and he hasn't been on like the podcast. Like you don't see him on a lot of comedy podcasts. Right. You know, I mean, they just an absolutely hilarious, perfect guest for Jim to get on his show. I'm kind of jealous. I mean, I don't know what I'd talk to him about in here, but I'm glad that Jim got him.
This is more for Jim.
I'm glad that Jim got him. I think that, he's perfect.
Say it. Come on. It's okay. I'm not helping you. What are they doing for you? And it's just an opinion. What are they going to do, sue you for saying they need a mint?
I mean,
He's
I
right.
feel kind of conflicted saying.
No, they didn't feel conflicted talking 2 inches from your face.
Okay, so I can say this.
Sure.
With no mental reservation.
Sure.
The worst body odor in Congress is definitely Jerry Nadler.
Really?
It's so bad.
Oh, that's a bummer for Jerry.
Jerry Nadler's got bad BO.
He looks like it too.
He does.
It's so bad. Dude,
Jerry Nadler stinks.
Dude, he stinks, and when he and Jerry Nadler would waddle down that aisle and crop dust it, like it was every step of his waddle was a fart. But dude, the dude just stinks.
Oh, so Jerry Nadler has bad body odor and farts a lot.
Confirmed.
Okay, so Troy, I know where you stand on farts on planes. Where do you stand on farts during like congressional hearings?
I mean, it's kind of funny to crop dust everybody.
Yeah.
But then you're going to get called out on a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, Danielle, I know you were very pro crop dusting.
I mean, I called myself out, so if you're going to do it, you have to be ready to talk about it.
That's true. It'd be tough if George Santos was like, you know who's the worst at crop dusting? That Danielle, that intern Danielle from Sam's show. She just everywhere she goes. Yeah, and then, I mean, but it's so great that this is out there. Because everybody, myself included, that sees this clip or listens to the episode or whatever, you'll never forget that. Yesterday, I saw some news show about Jerry Nadler doing something, and all I could think of is, oh, I bet he stunk. I bet he smelled real bad while he was doing that. So great. Go check that out.
Oh, yeah.
Really funny.
I bet you they were rolling, like even before they were rolling, just them hanging out.
I would want to see every minute of it.
I want to see every second of it.
Every minute of footage that they have. I hope Homeless Pimp puts out a director's cut.
Oh.
George Santos. I didn't watch the whole episode yet. I hope he asked him about the cupcakes that he gave to the press. I mean, because you forget, peak George Santos. Like, you could watch that. I was watching it like it was my favorite show. When everywhere he went, it was just, he was getting hounded by press. Just going, why aren't you quitting? Why haven't you quit? You should just quit your job. Well, it was like looking at my app mentions, except in real life. It was so fun to watch. So the idea, because now George's his sentencing for his hearing that he's got, I think they pushed it to end of April, because they wanted to give him more time to do podcast episodes, so that he could earn whatever it's going to be, $200,000, $500,000. They said he's got a path to earn that much, which you can earn that much doing a podcast. I'd like to meet George Santos' agent.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they've delayed it, but he's got sentencing coming up at the end of April. So that's got to be weighing on him just constantly. But in the meantime, he's doing his own podcast and he's running around doing stuff like this and talking about how Jerry Nadler stinks, which shout out to George for keeping it real.
Big if true.
Big if true.
And can I say something?
Yeah.
I bet it is.
Of course.
You know, George Santos is noted for, fibbing about a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's lying about this. I think he's telling the truth.
This is something that like the Post would pick up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's in the Daily Mail. It's in.
Oh, it made it already?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
If it's in the Daily Mail, it's going in the Post.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they just copy paste.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you're right. I hope this makes the print version.
I don't think Jim's worried about Maybe being sued for slander or libel.
Yeah, I don't stink, by the way. I never stunk. You went on this podcast. I do not smell bad. I do not crop dust. These are lies.
He smells like shit. You must have quit.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, smell this man. Smell this man. They will. They'll trick him into doing that, like when they trick Chris Darden into making OJ try on the gloves. No, you got to have the jury smell him. Hey, man, if you don't have the jury smell him, we'll have the jury smell him. But
he'll bring in an undershirt.
Yeah, if I were you, I'd have the jury smell him. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. I do, while we're talking about politicians, this happened earlier in the week, but I want to play it right now because I feel like if we don't play it today, we won't be able to play it next week, and it would just be too much of a shame for me to not share these moments with you. Last week, they had their parade in Philadelphia for the Eagles. ELLGSEAS. Eagles.
That's it.
And, you know, this mayor who has gotten up time and time again. I had no idea who the mayor of Philadelphia was until she misspelled the word Eagles. EGLSES, I believe was her spelling. And I was like, this woman's amazing. I can't believe she's just running around misspelling Eagles like this. And then that was leading to the Super Bowl. And then after they win the Super Bowl, they're announcing that the parade is happening. And the guy who's in charge of the parade misspells Eagles again. And when he misspells Eagles, this mayor calls him a show-off, as if he had correctly. So she misidentified the misspelling of the word Eagles. And I'm like, this gold mine is never ending with this woman. And then she shows up to the Eagles parade. And she gets a live mic. I'm like, yes, give the mayor a live mic. And she gets in front of everybody. And the first thing that she said was about what is achievable.
Oh, hang on.
You know, what we can actually do if we believe in what we can do. What is actually achievable. And to me, I felt like this was inspiring. Isn't the word. How strongly I felt about, the world at large after she went in front of everybody at the parade. This is the parade. We have won the Super Bowl. We are elated. And she said this.
Reminded us all through their excellence that nothing is possible when we work together.
There we go. No, if we work together, nothing is possible. Nothing will happen. If we work together, absolutely nothing is possible. I don't even know how you screw that up in your brain.
Nothing is possible.
Nothing is possible if we work together. So what I'm encouraging everyone to do is build a fortress of solitude where you are alone. Everything you do, we can accomplish a lot if we work separately and by ourselves. But once we get together, absolutely nothing is possible. Evidence would be when I asked you all to please not knock over light posts and you guys jumped on horseback.
Nothing.
And knocked down traffic lights. Nothing is possible if we work together. And then
crowd loves her though.
Well, the crowd, yeah. Once she let the crowd know, if we work together, nothing is possible. They were all firmly behind her. Philadelphia let the world know exactly who Philadelphia is in this moment.
When the haters come, you tell them, we don't care what you have to say today. We're feeling great. Don't try to throw shade on my eagle shine. Everybody put your ones in the air for me right now. When I watch...
Now, I heard them saying, let's go, mayor. Let's go, mayor.
I don't think that's what I heard.
No?
No.
Nope.
No, listen closely.
Okay.
That is not...
Because I heard they were chanting, let's go, mayor.
That's not what they're chanting.
It was...
We don't care what you have to say today. We're feeling great. Don't try to throw shade on my eagle shine. Everybody put your ones in the air for me right now.
Right. This
still sounds like that.
It's a good speech. Something like that.
Never stop.
Right.
Never. No.
No?
No.
One more time.
Okay.
When the haters come, you tell them. We don't care what you have to say today. We're feeling great. Don't try to throw shade on my eagle shine. Everybody put your ones in the air for.
Can you imagine doing a speech about, hey, we're against the haters and let's all be together?
And this is what you say when the haters come.
Right. And the whole, like, don't shade my shine. And while you're saying this, the entire city that you're the mayor of is chanting "Wrap it up." Like, wrap it up is just a funny way to say it too. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Like, that's one of those things that one guy started. One Philadelphia jamoke started chanting "Wrap it up." And then the guy next to him was like, "Oh, that's kind of funny."
It is funny.
And then it caught on like wildfire instantly.
It's not overly mean.
It's not. And it's not cursing. Honestly, for Philly, it's kind of surprisingly witty.
Yeah.
You know, usually
you'd think like you suck.
Right. It's just the worst sort of most insulting, mean thing that you can think of. But instead, it's just like, wrap it up.
Philly rules.
They really do. The mayor is up talking about how great is our football team. And they're like, shut up.
We don't want to hear it.
Get out of here. Let's get our coach up there or something. Not you. Can't even spell the word. Wrap it up. Such an old man thing to say. Wrap it up. Oh, I think she's great. I mean, and it's amazing. You would think for a mayor, especially of a big city like Philly, Super Bowl season is the season that you just kind of skate by. Like everything is cake. But every time she steps up to a microphone, at least every time that I hear, I don't hear every time, I'm sure, but every time that I hear, it's like embarrassing. They're telling her to wrap it up. 866-969-1969 is our phone number. Dave in New Mexico.
Morning, boys.
Morning, bud.
Hey, since you guys are bringing up that victory parade, I just wanted to point something out. I don't think it's been brought up yet. The GM of the Eagles, Howie Roseman, was hit in the head with a beer during that parade. He had a half circle on his forehead.
Oh, why would they throw a beer at the GM of the Eagles?
They were just throwing beers to the players, and he wasn't paying attention. There's video somewhere. He caught one right to the forehead.
Oh, he's got he's holding up that beautiful Lombardi trophy with a big goose egg on his melon. Oh,
exactly.
Oh, thank you, Dave. I hadn't even seen this. The guy had a whole plan going in. He's got a cigar. He's like celebrating, except he's got a big red welt. He looks like a unicorn in the center of his forehead. Somebody chucked a beer at him? Why are you throwing full beers at floats? That's such a Philly thing to do. Like, it's just dangerous.
This is why it's great when Philly wins.
Yeah.
It's just chaos.
You just don't know how to behave.
Right.
Like, these are people we're cheering. These are the people we like. Why are you throwing full beers at them? Oh, I just saw it.
See it?
Yeah, I just saw it. That thing, that silver bullet got winged. Oh, it bounced off his skull. Oh.
Ow.
That's one of those hits where you get all watery-eyed and you have to pretend you're not about to cry.
Here's a better clip.
Okay. I mean, it's not a good throw at all. Oh, fuck.
Like, that hurt. Dude, a full can of beer?
Shit.
A full can? That hurt.
I mean, he probably laid on the floor going, I've been shot! What are you doing, Philly? Knock it off.
That's like at Preakness when they used to do the running of the Porta-John.
Oh, yeah.
And they used to throw full beers at people running across the top of the Porta-Shitters.
Don't do that. The only person that should be throwing beers is the timekeeper throwing them to Stone Cold, because he was a legend. Other than that, oh, and he's got a big, just a massive
That's a welt
on his head. Howie Roseman. He got smoked in the head, it says, with a beer can. He got smoked during the Eagles parade. And he still, look, more power to him. Listen to his speech. He walked up holding the Lombardi trophy, smoking a stogie.
I bleed for this city.
I know.
See, he's a good.
Yeah,
he
I know you
knows
do.
what he's saying.
You're 100%. And
Yeah.
you know what? On this day, no one's going to call him a liar.
Nope. You sure do.
He's busted
Go
open.
Eagles! Our players, our staff, have done an unbelievable job. We are 2-time world champs, and we're coming back strong. Go Birds!
I gotta go get checked for a concussion.
Yeah, the only thing that's sad about this is he's never going to remember this speech.
I was up there?
Yeah. All right, because he's gonna lay down in a hospital bed about 30 minutes from here and go, all right, guys, we got to get to the parade.
How did I do?
He looks like Ric Flair in a championship match, just bladed right in the center of the forehead. I'll never retire.
Never. Poor Howie.
He still looks like the man. I bleed for this city. Kevin in North Carolina.
Hey, morning, guys. I think with the sense of humor of the Philly fans, they're probably getting that wrap it up thing. Remember the Chappelle sketch when he would be on a bad date and he would just pull out that light and say, "Yo, wrap it up," when the chick just kept talking and talking?
Of course.
I think that's what that's from.
Any Chappelle Show sketch where he also used the guy from Half Baked, to me, is like already gets an extra 10 points. Like, these are already, between Chappelle Show and I Think You Should Leave, the greatest sketches ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fact that the guy from Half Baked is in the courtroom going, "Yo, wrap it up."
Yo, wrap it up, B. He's Cuban, B.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. But,
The sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
Because he also makes the return for the Pop Copy sketch where he goes, "Bitch, I am your manager."
Bitch, I am the manager.
Yes, Cuban bean indeed. I hope that the Wrap It Up sketch was the inspiration that, 20 years later, that was the inspiration for Philly. Because if so, it adds even more to what they've got going on right now. Yo, the sign is clear. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
I love it. Hey, did you hear, speaking of sports figures, that LeVar Ball got his foot amputated?
I saw.
Man, the journey that this guy has been on, that is absolutely insane. By the way, still all smiles coming out of the hospital or wherever he was. Look at him. He's just looking as LeVar Ball as always.
I wouldn't be that happy.
Bro, I don't know what I would do if I got my foot amputated. I'd probably try to pull a Kerry Von Erich and just keep wrestling. Just try to put a cowboy boot over it and hope nobody noticed.
I'll tell you what, he can't beat Michael Jordan now. He used to say he could beat him one-on-one.
I would ask him. I bet he would tell you he still could beat him. LeVar Ball, who, by the way...
Big baller brand.
Big baller brand. I don't know if anybody ever got their shoes. But, I think that LeVar Ball needs... you talk about flowers, Troy. LeVar Ball needs more flowers given to him, because as the years have gone by, nobody really mentions that all of his prophecies that he foretold about his sons came out to be true, and all he had to do was give up his foot for it. Okay? Like, everything that he said...
He said his kids were going to be the best.
And they're the best. Like, the one kid...
LaMelo Ball is top, I'll say 20.
Which in the
NBA
NBA? That's ridiculous.
He's great.
And the fact that you could say, like, no, he's going to be one of the greatest, and now he is actually, like, by all accounts, he should be fairly terrible. That's how those things work out.
After the amount of hype that this guy put on his kids,
yes,
should never have panned out the way it did.
No. And then the other kid, what's his name?
Who? LiAngelo?
The recording artist. LiAngelo Ball.
Because Lonzo is also playing. He's injured, but
he's not bad.
No, he's not bad at all. And he plays for the Bulls,
right?
And he's fine. He probably would be better if he wasn't chronically injured.
Sure. But you got one kid who's still good enough to be in the NBA, and he gets injured, but he'd be even better. You got another kid who's a top 20 NBA player, and then you got the third kid who, by the way, there's literally footage of this Ball father saying, LeVar Ball saying, yeah, he's going to be, I'm giving him a hard time now to push him, but he's going to be one of the greatest rappers of all time. He's going to be the best to ever do it. And people are laughing. They're like, this kid doesn't have bars. He's not going to get it done. And then all of a sudden, as of the end of last year, LiAngelo Ball has like every athlete is playing LiAngelo Ball's music in the locker room. He's got so much buzz on him that he gets what? He gets like a $8 million record contract?
Yeah, $13 million.
$13 million with like 7 of it guaranteed?
Yeah.
I mean, it's nuts. Everything that this guy said about his kids is turning out to be true.
Why am I not here?
He's got one of those black caviar deals.
Oh, shit.
$8 million guaranteed. 95.5, it's all coming out of your end, but...
I watched Jelly Roll.
Oh, yeah, Jelly Roll.
I know what happened.
Jelly Roll put me on game.
Told you.
He put me on game. They got you. What do you say? He had a 70-30 deal with the record label getting 70, and he goes, and that's like an unheard of good deal.
That's an incredible deal. That if you have a 70-30 with a major label, that's an incredible deal.
He goes, they get all these kids to spend $250,000 on music videos, not knowing that it comes out of their 30.
These big rappers, they'll never recoup.
There's no money to be made.
The label,
well, there's money to be made, but not for the artist.
And they're like, oh yeah, you want another video? Here's another video.
Yeah. No, great idea. We'll do another one. We don't care. It's free for us. It's free. Is this Tweaker? Jello.
What do you feel like you're going to bring to the game?
Dude, you wouldn't be able to calm me down.
You think that's why he's all smiles?
Yeah.
Look how great my kids are doing.
I mean, and honestly, the fact that their dad, the fact that LeVar is able to get his foot cut off, but he's still super psyched because his kids are doing well.
Listen, okay.
He might, low key, he might actually be a fantastic dad.
I think he might be.
I mean, and nobody saw that coming.
The rapper, $13 million record deal.
What?
LiAngelo. Lonzo, 4-year, $80 million deal with the Bulls. And then LaMelo, 5 years, $203 million. These kids are crushing it.
Just millions of dollars.
Kids are crushing it. And he was right all along.
I'm sitting here like an asshole with 3 jobs just to try to get by.
We all are, bro.
I feel you on that. That's a pounder. Yeah. If only LeVar Ball had raised me.
I know.
You know what I mean?
If only that was our
And
dad.
I hope my dad hears that. I hope he's listening right now.
It might sting a little, but
well,
he
you
needs to
know
hear
what?
it.
You know what? Look how his kids are doing. I could have done. Oh, why couldn't I have done that? I wasn't encouraged.
You think he saw this when they were on Ms. TV?
I think he did. You mean when one of the kids was dropping the N-word on wrestling television?
Yeah, yeah.
I think he saw it. I think he saw the potential. Yeah.
They had to apologize for that.
Well, it wasn't appropriate. It was really inappropriate. Yeah, he's the only one that saw it though, and good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I just don't understand how like you can make a song like that and be so kind of mellow and low key. If I woke up in the morning and just had like not only a good parental system, which I do, I came from a good parental system, but also on top of that, lots of jewels, great cars, financially you're set, and women throwing themselves at you. I mean, like my energy level would be at a 10 at all times. I'd just be so psyched.
It'd be hard to contain yourself.
Absolutely. Like I'd be annoying to be around.
Maybe
I'd be like Bert Kreischer.
Maybe that's why they like Scissor so much, because it brings you down.
And because things are going so well.
Yeah, it's like I got to come down a couple pegs.
I better like drink some prescription codeine.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm going to be bouncing off these walls and people won't think I'm cool.
Right.
And if they don't think I'm cool, then I'll lose all this great stuff. It's complicated. That's a complicated life. That is a tough needle to thread, if I do say so myself. Man. Danielle, you got it rough. Your generation. See, back
I was gonna say, no, kids are like conditioned to not be happy anymore.
Well, and it's like, why?
Not kids, but like teenagers.
Right.
And maybe it's because of COVID. Like, it's like you get your hopes up and then it's like, no.
You know what? There is something, because let's be honest, everything since 9/11 has been shit.
It's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've been on a downturn since then. And yeah, we are dealing with a generation that's like, that's been your whole life.
Yeah, like COVID is our 9/11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously.
Because I got to tell you something, because Danielle, like you wouldn't know, but pre 9/11, life was fucking amazing. Do you remember that?
To us, that's like 2019.
Right.
So serious.
Right.
Like anyone you ask, like 2019 is like the best year ever.
If I could take you to 2019 and up it by literally 100, that's 1999.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest problem, because you know what happened? Because here's what happened. This is a great point, right? Because we were raised where things could go wrong, but they never really did, right? In 1999, everybody goes, Y2K is going to come, and it's going to wipe everything out. We're going to go back to the Stone Age. And you know what happened? Everything was fine. Everything was always fine until 9/11. You know, you'd have like a Unabomber, but like, you know, that was containable. Like whatever. Oklahoma City, but like, it sucked. But it wasn't an attack on, you know, they got the guy immediately. Right. And they said, yeah, now he's the villain. We all hate him. Right. Okay, we're all good now.
Move on.
Right. But I mean, if you want to go way back, Vietnam was not great for us, but we recovered after Vietnam and then had a great run.
80s and 90s were fucking awesome.
Fucking awesome. And then fucking 9/11. And then not only are we attacked on our soil, but we still don't understand why it happened. What, because they hated our freedom? Is that still what we're going with?
Well,
okay.
George Bush, but okay.
That's what Trump said. So all told, yeah. So you guys, your whole generation has just been living in a downward spiral.
Yeah.
Whereas we got the album Downward Spiral.
And that was
fucking awesome.
We banged that for fucking a year.
Easy. On cassette.
Yeah. Things started to get better in like the 2010s teens, and then COVID happened.
But their generation, you could dance on TikTok and become an influencer and be making there's like kids that are millionaires. That wasn't possible when we were kids.
Yeah, but all those kids suck.
I know.
Yeah, it means nothing.
Right.
know?
Think about getting in on Bitcoin. Like kids were getting into like crypto. I mean, there's like millionaire kids.
Like Hawk Tua?
Like Hawk Tua.
But look at her. She's not doing great now.
Well,
she needs to go off the grid.
They fucked her up.
They fucked her up.
She's off the grid. He's not anymore, by the way, so it's okay. Yeah, no, you know, I mean, there's opportunity, sure, but like, you know, when we were coming up, if you met Lou Pearlman, you could have the same opportunity.
Well,
Lou Pearlman hooked it up.
Yeah, but then you're going to have to be in a documentary 20 years later.
Yeah, but people think it was worse than, he just stole their money.
He didn't do any of the essay.
Nope, which is crazy when you, like, visually.
Yeah.
You would never expect that.
No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
But he took him to the cleaners financially.
Oh, yeah. He made himself the fifth Backstreet Boy and the fifth NSYNC.
I mean, those guys were
what are you
making
talking
nothing.
about?
Nothing. They were making nothing.
Nothing. And
we're superstars and we're broke.
Yeah, I don't even understand. He's like, I got your first check, $15,000 a piece.
What?
We've been here for a year. Yeah, but I think that might be it. That when we were coming up, it was like you can be as happy as you want. Nothing is ever. Luckily for us, nothing's ever really going to go that wrong.
Right.
We're America. We're all good. Whereas for Danielle and people younger than Danielle, everything is always going to go wrong. Like the worst thing you can think of, it's definitely happening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when the pandemic happened for us, it was like, it's not going to be that bad. They always say it's going to be bad. Remember bird flu? It wasn't that bad. And then it was like, no, we're shutting the whole world down. It's like, what?
Did that mess you up, the pandemic?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
What, you were in college?
No, I was my senior year of high school.
Oh, my
I didn't get
God.
prom. I literally...
You missed prom? Oh, that sucks.
I haven't been the same since, you know?
That's-
None of us have.
That's crazy and I thought about that when it was happening, but I've never met anybody that actually was a senior in high school. That it's like senior year is literally the funnest year.
Yeah. No, it's like too soon to talk. Like, you know what I mean?
And you
like,
you missed prom. So does that mean you missed your first year of college too?
Oh, yeah. My first year,
Wow.
my first semester, we couldn't go on campus. So, like, I was literally, some of my friends did, but I was stuck in bed while I was watching all my friends, like, drink and not have, you know what I mean? Like, that was weird. That was weird. And
because
then-
depending on the college.
Yeah, it was Delaware. That's where I went first. And then it was just, like, my first semester in the spring, it was all online. So it was just in the dorms.
Oh, you were
on your computer, though. Which actually was it was so fun, though, because we didn't have to do anything. And we just, like, you know.
Just met friends and stuff.
Yeah, like 24/7. But that's not sustainable.
No, it's fun for like the first month.
Yeah. And it was fun the whole time, but like, you know what I mean? It took a toll on like my body, like all the things.
Yes. I mean, also like there is a long-term effect. There's like foundational things. Like there are commonalities that people have with certain memories
Mhm.
that like you just didn't. Everybody in your generation just didn't have them.
Mm-mm. And it's hard.
Like,
to,
what was your prom song? And it's like, I don't know.
No, that's the thing. It's hard to choose. Like, oh, who had it worse? Like, was it the grade below me who didn't really get a senior at all? Because at least I had like until March. But that's when all the fun stuff starts to happen. Like,
Yeah,
I was
that's
in
when
the
you start to
musical-
slough off.
Yeah, my musical got like it was
What?
literally. I mean, luckily in my school we had 2 weekends, but it was like the Thursday before our Thursday show, and it was like an hour before the show was supposed to go on.
And it's all because fucking Tom Hanks got it. Tom Hanks got it, and it shut everything down.
It was the whole, we'll be back in 2 weeks. We'll be back in 2 weeks. And
What
then
was the
I
musical?
Never went back. Chicago.
You were about to do Chicago.
Yeah.
You would have had the time of your life.
Yep.
Never. And you never get the opportunity again.
No.
Well, you can do it on Broadway? I mean, maybe. But it'd be tough.
Yep.
A lot of people want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. Senior year.
It was crazy.
Missing the second half of senior
just,
year?
like, mentally, you know? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You're just at
laying
home?
in bed, and it was like, I would be at prom right now. I would be at the senior this, the senior that.
Yeah. Shoving freshmen in the lake?
Everything.
You
Well,
didn't get to do any of that.
yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then also just like all the kids who are like 5 years below me, they were in middle school, and like that's when you're becoming who you are. That's when you're a person.
Yeah, that's developmental.
Yeah, they have no social skills. Like, aside from the whole issue with now kids, they didn't learn like cursive, like they weren't in school when they were in elementary school. It literally fucked all of us up.
Yeah.
All of us.
And nobody's even like talking about it.
Not
They're just like, no,
really.
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
weird.
I mean, these
It's
problems are
so
going to ricochet throughout their lives.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. We're all conditioned. We're all messed up.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's like, I just put them on pharmaceuticals. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, of
You
course.
know that's what it's going to be. Like, oh, we get you a prescription for that.
Yeah. Oh, you're depressed? Oh, no worries.
That's it. Yeah, it's totally fine.
Yeah. Well, that was a thing too. Like during COVID, like everyone started getting a lot more anxiety and depression, and now it's like everyone has anxiety and is depressed. But it's like we're all going through the same thing. Like it's just
Right.
like, you know what I mean? Like, it was great that we're talking more about mental health, but it's like we're all depressed right now. Like, you're okay. Like,
Yeah.
we're okay.
You should be.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. That
The
would be weird if you
foundation,
weren't.
societal foundations are crumbling beneath your feet.
Exactly.
Like everything you said, I can count on this. This will always be fine. It's just gone. Plus, you got to watch your parents. Like half them, like your parents are freaking out. Imagine watching your parents. Like instead of them saying everything's fine, they're wiping down packages with like Lysol wipes, and you're like, what the fuck? If my parents are freaking out, like I can't.
I can't be safe.
Yeah.
Because you look to them to make sure that like everything's okay.
Right.
So when they see dad getting vaxxed like every week.
No. They're proud of me for that.
Dad's following the science.
Yeah, because it's like, they're following the science.
Like, Dad, you got so many Band-Aids on your arm.
I'm going, yeah, that's how you know I'm healthy. Yeah, that is. I think that will have a major societal effect that like 10 years from now, when that whole generation is in their early 30s and they all don't have this foundational layer, they're fucked.
I know.
Because it all counts,
Turn her mic off when she's on.
Did you turn your mic off when?
What, are people just calling up to kick it to you?
Yeah.
People just calling up to kick it?
Sorry, yeah, no. Some guy was actually just telling me that he was like, I just wanted to call to let you know, like, has anyone told you sound like Zooey Deschanel? I was like, no, actually.
Guys, let me tell you something, okay? I know you're out there, you're lonely, you're listening to the radio. Like, control yourself, okay? I have the phone line open.
And if you call, be a gentleman.
Be a gentleman, okay?
No, he was really nice.
Okay.
actually.
I know, but I just like
They
I don't
have a tendency not to be so nice.
But no, I'm more like
I think that's maybe just like user based.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Fair
But
enough.
if you're calling the show,
Sometimes they're assholes.
yeah, that's you. If you're calling the show, call the show to contribute, not to holler at Danielle. You know what I mean?
Good point.
Or
Troy.
It's like
oh, you can holler.
if you want to holler at Troy, that's
fine,
fine.
okay.
Well, I also think that would be a far less. There's far less risk of that happening.
I don't know how many times
feel
does
like
Libby call.
I'm already. Yeah, that's true.
Libby does kick it.
I'm already realizing that the longer we talk to Danielle and people put two and two together and realize she's screening calls, the more it'll be like, hey, I just want to say you're doing great. It's like, we're in the middle of it, dude. Don't call in the middle.
Yeah, they're just kicking it.
I love that. Hey, I was just listening to you. I just wanted to say you sound, well, if you hadn't called, I'd probably still be talking. Oh, yeah, it's nuts, man. It's nuts. And now they're selling eggs in Chinatown. That's where we're at. That's where this has all boiled down to. That they're selling eggs in Chinatown. And I don't know where they're coming from. They're either bootleg or it's part of the 100,000 that they stole from PA. I think there's a good possibility that these Chinatown eggs are the ones that they're looking for in PA, that they dispersed them throughout the different bootleg markets. And now there's just these sweet ladies on the street in Chinatown selling eggs by the dozen. I mean,
Hustling.
and they're a decent price, which is what makes me think they're either stolen or fake.
It's a good price.
Yes.
All right.
Started. I'm sorry.
I'll take
No. It's okay.
2 for 30?
2 for 30?
2 dozen for 30.
Oh.
32 for 2?
I think,
And
or
this one's 9?
What's the that's a 2 dozen?
750? Yeah. It's a good price.
Oh, $7.50 for a dozen. That's a great price.
I'll take it.
Oh, it's 2 like of the
Yeah, the big containers.
Yeah, the pallet
24.
thing. Yeah,
24.
2 for 15, right? Yeah.
2 for 15. 2 dozen for 15.
Yeah.
Get a Chanel bag and a dozen eggs?
Yeah, that's actually pretty
Chinatown's
good.
the best.
You can find a lot of good shit down in Chinatown.
I mean, you can find literally everything.
Everything.
Yes.
They're real eggs?
Yes.
On the
They're
street.
real
There
eggs.
is-
No, that's the farm. That's the Pennsylvania.
Oh, see, they're from Pennsylvania. They're the stolen
Bro,
ones from
they're
Pennsylvania.
100%.
We
dude.
put it together.
Dude, they're 100% the stolen eggs from Pennsylvania. No, they're from the farms in Pennsylvania. And look, too,
Kangaroo?
she's making the cartons.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't just have cartons of eggs. He's asking if they're pigeon eggs.
I mean, it's Chinatown. You gotta ask.
2 for 30?
Because in Chinatown, they'll always tell you the truth, too, right?
Every time.
No, it's real.
No, yeah.
Yeah. How can you sell these Apple headphones for $30? They're still sealed in the box? Yeah. The exact same ones they have at the Apple store. Exactly. You want to just buy them? I got to go. I got to leave right now. Yeah, I definitely think they're the Pennsylvania truck eggs. I don't think that lady stole them.
No, I don't think so.
There's a whole market, you know.
course.
I bet it's gone through 2 or 3 hands already.
Yeah.
But that's also how they sell them for, 50 cents an egg.
But they're hustling eggs out there, bro.
Good for them. Maybe I'll go down to Chinatown on my way home.
Man.
Pick up a dozen?
Pick up a dozen pigeon eggs.
No, from Pennsylvania.
No, Pennsylvania.
The wife will love it. Be like, I brought you home a little something. Here's a dozen.
Yeah, I'll be like, no. You thought it was going to be pastries?
How did you ever afford this?
Eggs.
How did you afford this? Don't worry about it, honey.
She'll think I'm the man.
I got it. Yep.
Yeah.
You got me some Dominic and Sel? No.
No.
It's
I got you
better.
something much more
Better.
valuable. Yeah.
Yeah, how is Dominique Ansel even staying in business? He's got
There's still a line every time.
Really?
Oh, bro. He's slammed every day.
Oh, yeah. No, they still, yeah. Every now and then, like, Lisa she'll be like, oh, I want that cronut. And every time I go, it's still slammed.
Is he putting special cronuts out? Is that his game?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a different one every month,
Wow.
which is smart. I mean,
I just can't believe he's still in the cronut business. It's been so many years.
but that's one thing that he sells. Like, they sell like a dozen other different pastries and desserts, and they're all fucking
because Dunkin'
super good.
Dunkin' has the cruller is very similar to a cronut, I think.
They have the blueberry cake. And
Yeah.
that's,
the blueberry cake donut, and it's $1.99. It's the same price as although it may be $2.19. It may be a premium donut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're very affordable. So that may be an option for your wife if she's ever like, oh, I don't want to wait on this line.
I got you.
Yeah, they have crullers. If you want to grab that. Yeah, it's a wild thing, man. It's a wild thing with these eggs. Let's take a break so we have a little bit of time to wrap things up on the other end. A lot going on. We'll be right back. Stay there.
We will be right back. The Sam Roberts Show.
What you mean, something like this?
We're back. With Sam Roberts Show.
Yeah, that's Buff. Jelani, do that thing.
Put it on layaway. I bet
I don't know
DMX would have done layaway.
I don't know if Darkman X had a layaway system yet.
I mean,
I was literally, as I was listening to that song, I was just thinking about what if I had one of his oversized Rough Riders leather jackets. They had them there, just on a rack,
just ready,
really
And
colorful.
it'll probably fit you now.
You mean because I'm
because you're swole,
yoked?
Yeah. So if you would have just held on to it that was probably like 17 years ago, right?
It's a while back.
So if you would have just put that on ice, and then one day showed up in it. People would have been like, "Oh shit!"
Would you guys think I was cool?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
Fuck.
The man.
Man, that sucks.
I mean, he had the greatest funeral ever.
All the four-wheelers?
Going down to Brooklyn?
Yeah. That was fucking awesome.
Is it the
Will you guys do that for
Barclays?
me?
No.
Shit.
I probably wouldn't even take work off.
All right, well, that sucks. But we do what we can do, I guess. That's a real bummer. I was kind of counting on that.
DMX is the man.
Yeah, he was. He really was. We've got an update on Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue is the young lady who we were talking about yesterday who had sex with 1,057 men in a 12-hour period, setting the record. And I think this is a real video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because it's her and she's talking, but these AI bots now, especially with this Apple Intelligence, I never know what I'm looking at anymore. But she explained why, because people are going like, hey, if you are conceived in the biggest gangbang the world has ever known, aren't you worried that you would get bullied? Like that kid would get bullied because everybody would know they were conceived in the biggest gangbang the world has ever known. And she explained why that's not a concern for her.
My child will not get bullied at school because it's got 1,057 dads.
That's a great point. That's a great point. I think that's right. I think that when it's that much, I think they do all combine into one super sperm.
You don't know who the dad is, so.
Although, you figure it out.
Maybe she doesn't want to.
She just wants
Maybe
all.
you're all dads.
Well, I
they
think
didn't all finish.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
I think isn't that the
you gotta
point?
finish.
I think that's the point. They didn't?
No.
Who shows up for a gangbang and doesn't finish?
Yeah, you just go home?
How do you know?
And 57 guys.
And she's got to eat a sandwich at some point.
Yeah, they probably got it catered.
Yeah, but probably, probably one of those big deli sandwiches.
Like a Jersey Mike's?
Yeah, but no, one of those is 6 feet long, so you can just take a slice of sandwich,
Okay.
That's what I would think.
Like finger food.
Yeah, just like a big deli sandwich, because she's there for 12 hours.
I would have preferred Jersey Mike's, but whatever.
Sure, I get it, but it's just easier to maintain, because every few hours she probably gets up and says, let me get another slice of sandwich.
Jersey Mike's can make a 6-footer.
So I'm talking about Jersey Mike's. They're not they're not sponsoring gangbangs.
They're above that.
They're not doing it.
And I don't think whatever sandwich she got was sponsored.
Of course it was. They're not paying for that. They're business people.
What do you think? It's just some Australian deli?
Yes, I do. There's Vegemite all over it.
Vegemite.
Yes. So what's the math then?
If it's 720 minutes divided by 1,057, that would be 0.68 minutes per person.
Okay, so you got about 30 seconds a person, and all those.
That's what I'm saying. It was literally just like da-da-da, next, da-da-da, next.
So they probably gave them each 15, 20 seconds, maybe? It's hardly enough time to get to know somebody, but okay.
Well, this wasn't about love.
I think just sheer numbers.
Oh, really? Yeah. That'd be uncomfortable for me.
You like being intimate.
Yeah, I do. I like the intimacy. I like to get
you
to
mean
know
as the
someone.
person receiving?
Right. No, but yeah, either one. Either one. Yeah. I like to, hey, you're here for me, right? Because you like me, right?
No.
Okay, that'd be tough for me.
No, when this first,
I thought she was in love.
No.
Okay.
This is not a let me find my soulmate.
Oh, I didn't realize. It sounded like that to me.
You're just a hopeless romantic.
That's
You
true.
are. And it's
That's
cute.
True. Thank
It
you.
is cute.
Yeah.
Thank you. But I would say that means that whoever did inseminate her, whoever fathered the child, because it's 100%
Assuming,
real.
okay.
She's not lying. That's clear to me. But whoever did, I think they really have to get examined because they're the top of the species. If you can get past 1,056 other people fornicating with her, and it's your sperm that powers through all of them.
I mean, they're not all. Whoever's
Yeah, what are you talking
finishing's
about?
not being
Power?
finished
Yeah.
in her.
Huh?
I don't think anybody that's finishing is actually finishing in her.
Then how'd they get her pregnant? Somebody did.
Well, yeah, I think the point is that if you're one of the guys who does finish in her, you're a gentleman of higher stock.
Higher stock. And if you're saying they didn't, and this was accomplished through pre-seminal fluid, that's even stronger. Pre-seminal.
I'd like to know.
If you're saying that the pre-seminal fluid was strong enough to not only get her pregnant, but to power through 1,056 other people that also had the
What do
opportunity
you mean
for
power through?
power through. That's how powerful the sperm is. It's all floating in there, because it's happening so quick,
It's crazy to me if they're not all using condoms.
Yeah, I have to assume
she's
they
pregnant.
were.
She's with child. Unless you're going back with your original theory, which you said immaculate conception.
You said that.
I think
and
you
asked me to agree with it.
I believe you did, but my memory's not what it used to be. Okay, well, and by the way, as coincidence would have it, another gangbanger is also pregnant. Which weird that this would be announced at the same time as the other one was getting all that. But this is not as big. Lily Phillips announces that she is pregnant.
I too am pregnant.
I am also pregnant. Just weeks after she shot to fame. I've never heard of this person. You could just say stuff though.
You're not in the loop, Mike. You surely have heard.
Have you heard of Lily Phillips?
I mean, I had heard of this the semen wars going back and forth.
Okay, all right. I didn't realize. I didn't know about the semen wars of 2025.
Waiting for an RC to emerge.
Yeah, that's what they said about Lily Phillips. It just tastes better. That was just like Coke and Pepsi. She's had sex with 101 men in one day.
That's not a lot.
Well, it's a tenth.
I mean, it's still a lot, but
not comparatively speaking, it's really not.
I mean, 100 men in one day is a lot of men.
I mean, for you, it'd be a lot, but not for
not compared to Bonnie
not
Blue.
for a professional. Not for Houston, it wasn't. Remember Houston?
Houston 500.
That's right.
Now maybe
Jasmine St. Clair didn't have a problem with 100.
Was she a gangbang queen?
Oh yeah.
Where Houston was 500, and then what was?
Let's see.
What was
Jasmine St. Clair? Probably in the twos somewhere. It's more than 101.
And who was the one that had her labias cut off?
That was Houston. I think.
That was Houston.
That was Houston.
I learned everything I know from Howard's E! Show.
I did too.
Me too. Actually, me too. I'm going back. I'm thinking about those interviews. I'm thinking about that couch. What did she say on it? Yeah. Yeah. So Lily is saying that even though it was 101 men, she's also pregnant. So this is tough. All the gangbang queens are getting pregnant on us.
I would say this is highly irresponsible
and probably not healthy.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing more healthy than getting pregnant. It's beautiful.
That's not.
It's beautiful when you've loved your wife.
That's how I did it.
But you put up a ad on Craigslist and have all these random.
Like that dude in Hangover who knocks on the door and says, I'm here for the gangbang.
Jasmine St. Clair was 300.
That's huge. Not 500. It's more than Lily Phillips, though, and Lily Phillips got pregnant. I know it's true because she said it.
I wouldn't be bragging about 101.
Well, she looks dumb now compared to the other one.
That's like Charlie Bucket buying Willy Wonka.
And you're like, I can't do the math on that.
Yeah. A candy bar?
Right.
Okay. Here,
Right.
have fun.
But they're both pregnant.
No, Veruca Salt's got you beat.
Oh, yeah. Well, Veruca Salt didn't eat all of them, though.
No.
And she had that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
she had
She's
the
like
dad
Bonnie
run-
Blue. It's strictly business.
And don't forget, there was, I believe, a 15-pound bonus in their penny buckets.
That's right.
So that was... they freaked out for it, too.
Oh, yeah, they did.
In your penny buckets! What do you think about that?
I think we did a Where Are They Now on Houston and
Jasmine St.
Clair. How are they feeling 20 years later
Great.
after being the gangbang queens?
I don't know what
probably great for a while. Hello? Probably great for a while. But now it's
Like what happens when you have kids and it's like, oh, your mom's the gangbang queen and she had her labias cut off.
Royalty.
Is it?
It's the queen.
Because the labia cut off.
the queen.
I forgot about that.
Trump is the king.
There's his queen.
Yeah, you did say queen, right?
Yeah.
That would be royalty.
Let's see. Houston's 55.
God bless, by the way.
God bless. She once held the gangbang record by having sex with 620 times over the course of 8 hours. That's impressive. 8 hours?
620 in 8 hours?
620 in 8.
Wow, yeah.
1,057 in 12.
Yeah, 1,057 in 12 is still better.
So I think what we need to do is come up with an algorithm here, which takes the size of the penises, the number of men, the amount of time,
right?
Blends that all together.
I wonder if
and
Guinness
spits out a
math
number
in high school.
Yeah, is Guinness taking that into effect when they do the
I don't
Guinness
think this
Book
is
of
a
Records?
Guinness thing.
Why not? I don't
Because then you got to have somebody from Guinness be there.
Of course.
They have
Yeah.
to
It's a whole
it's a
ordeal.
whole.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they want to put their name to this.
No?
They,
It's 1,000 people, and one of them impregnated her.
I don't think Guinness wants anything to do with this.
No.
Wow. Okay, well, I thought they were the kings of records.
They are, but I think they want to probably steer clear from gangbangs.
Yeah, they want like fat guys on motorcycles.
Or like
the fattest
peanut butter
guy to ride
jelly
the smallest
eating
motorcycle.
contest.
Yeah.
Right.
Guy with the longest fingernails.
They love Joey Chestnut. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm picking up what you're putting down. That makes a little more sense.
Okay, I was wrong. Bonnie Blue,
Thank
on
you.
average,
Right.
more men per hour.
Of course.
It was 88. Houston was 77.5.
Well, yeah, all you have to do is math. If you did...
It sounded more impressive when
No,
I first heard it.
because 8 hours is... Double that is 16.
No, I know.
Bonnie did it in 12.
I'm a little, I was a little...
I think you were thinking of 24-hour cycle.
Yeah.
Instead of the 12. That's... Yeah, I mean... Bonnie Blue is goated and is very pregnant.
You think?
Yeah, she said it.
Let's see what she's up to now.
Bonnie Blue? She
No,
just started.
Houston.
She just did this. Oh. Wheezy in West Virginia. What's up, Wheezy?
F baby?
Yep. Please say the baby.
What's up, Sammy Brand Buffet?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, you think these chicks are going to have those DeVito Schwarzenegger twins?
Oh yeah, I bet they will. I'll bet one will be the shit left over. I think you're 100% right. Yeah. I wonder if that's what happened. If it was the same woman in that movie Twins, and just one was out of love with a single partner, and the baby was Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the other was a gangbang scenario, and it was Danny DeVito. Thank you, Wheezy.
They all slopped into one bucket.
That's right. That's right. Well, that's the way it works, Troy.
I know.
That's the way it works. You're right, Wheezy. It is. It's a slop bucket. You ever see pig feed? It's just everything mixed into the bucket together.
It's like those bukkake videos.
That's right.
Oh,
that's right. You like those?
Oh, good Lord, no.
Donnie, are they hollering again, Danielle? It sounds like they're hollering.
No. Just Pierre again.
Pierre's kicking it. Pierre's never
kicking
called
it.
in.
I've never heard of this guy.
Never heard
before.
that name Pierre once.
Horny Frenchman.
That's right. He really is. He's Pepe Le Pew.
My Lord.
Hey, I just want to listen. Oh, you want to listen to the show? No, to you.
You just talk.
Donnie on Long Island.
Yeah, hello. Not to throw a wrench into your calculations, but as I'm sure Mr. Montone, the resident expert, can attest, these women do have more than one orifice. So you're assuming that it was just vaginal penetration, and granted, she's pregnant, but it would only take one. So, if you triple her intake, so to speak,
I don't think that's how.
And gangbang is a very amorphous term.
Donnie, you think?
She could, she's a trooper.
Donnie,
that's all.
are you working theory that she could have gotten pregnant from the mouth?
No. I'm saying she had vaginal penetration, but theoretically that only takes one, and I'm sure she had more than one in her vagina. But maybe while that one was in the process of implanting her, she also had one in each of her other orifices.
Okay, but what does that have to do?
Who knows? Maybe she had one in each hand.
Donnie.
So she could be a real
Donnie.
Go get her.
Donnie, you are horny and fantasizing. This has nothing to do with her getting pregnant. If she's got him in her hand, she's not getting pregnant from her hand. You can't get pregnant through osmosis.
No, but she said she had a gangbang. She said she gangbanged over 1,000 men.
Goodbye, Donnie. Donnie,
all right.
Goodbye.
You're flying off the rails.
What's he talking
I don't
about?
even. He's spinning out of control.
Well, I think people are having trouble because what it feels like is that a train was run on this woman, but she wasn't gangbanged.
But that's I presented that in the beginning. That's what I was asking you and Travis about. That it was more like a conveyor belt than it was. Yes.
Does sex count if she's jerking off a guy? Does that count with
and
that
this
guy?
Donnie is over
Donnie
here.
doesn't know what he's talking about.
Donnie was probably, you know why? Because Donnie's mom probably got impregnated via hand job. And you get Donnie. That's what you get out of it.
We're just trying to hash out the legalese so we know who the true queen is.
I forgot about the royalty portion. I thought we were talking about the pregnancy. You're more concerned with who the queen is.
Well, the succession of the crown.
I see.
It's very important.
It is very important. Steve in Florida.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
So just to put it in perspective, if Freddy Krueger was the bastard son of 100 maniacs, does this make it 10 times worse?
Yes, it does. He's the bastard son of 1,000 maniacs. Yes, 100%, Steve. Thank you. That's great. And this is Lily, also pregnant from the gangbang?
Yeah, but she actually looks pregnant.
I mean, you can buy one of those things.
Oh, Troy,
No,
you're so...
impossible.
No, look. Boom.
Boom. Positive test.
2.
Hey, man. Follow the signs.
Do we know if they use condoms?
Nope.
You go through all of what they did, and nobody's saying if they used a condom or not.
Lily is not specifically saying, hey, look what happened on that day.
So she could have just gotten pregnant from another
Yeah.
time. Okay.
But she's saying maybe. I think happened on the day.
Bonnie's
pregnant.
Is like, hey, guess what? My child has over 1,000 dads.
And a lot of times you don't know you're pregnant until your 15 minutes of fame has run out.
That's right.
So this does check
Until it
out.
just runs out.
So medically, normally speaking, a woman would find out she was pregnant just as people stop talking about your gangbang. So it does medically check out that she would be pregnant.
It's usually right around the time you announce it to your parents and everything.
That's right.
I'm sure parents are proud.
They've got to be. They've got to be so excited they're becoming grandparents. That's so exciting
Who's the
for
dad?
them.
I don't know.
Well, I've got it narrowed down to 1,057 people. And then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Maury Povich.
Oh, yeah, he had a funny tweet.
Well, it's very disappointing.
Because we wanted to see what he would do.
This is a big opportunity for him.
Yeah, the Maury show.
He wrote, quote tweeting, Bonnie Blue, known for sleeping with 1,057 men in under 24 hours, is reportedly pregnant. Maury just wrote, I'm sitting this one out. Oh, what a goat. It's great. Now, Troy.
Yeah.
Today. He was hoping we wouldn't bring it up.
Jeez, so
I was like,
stupid.
we're running out of time.
He's dreading it.
No, we got all the time in the world. We're on till noon.
We're going the distance.
Yeah.
You
got things to do?
We'll maybe give it a hot 10. You're getting on the 16-hour flight today?
Yeah.
1 a.m.?
1 a.m.
So technically tomorrow?
Yeah.
You can take a Xanny?
Oh, yeah.
And be out like a...
Out like a light.
You're hoping.
You got that iPad?
I hope, but...
Did you buy an iPad?
Oh, yeah, Danielle doesn't know. She was out that.
Oh, Danielle, wait till you hear
I was
this.
listening a little bit, actually.
You were.
Yeah.
You were. My mic squeaked again.
Troy, stop doing that.
Troy, you got to stop with the microphone. People are frustrated. So you heard that Troy is going to raw dog a 16-hour flight?
Yeah, I did hear that.
Stupid, right?
Yeah. You don't need to get a whole iPad, but like, what about your phone? Like,
I have- of course
download
I'm gonna have
on-
a phone.
No, but
Do you
I mean,
have
like,
downloads?
download stuff on Netflix.
Did you download something?
What'd you download?
You just
said,
keep saying, of course I have a phone.
Yeah.
What'd you download? What'd you download on it?
Rogan.
I don't believe him.
No, I don't believe me either.
I have time. It's not till 1. I'm not
Then-
leaving for another 13 hours.
Did you get your
have to be
haircut?
on Wi-Fi.
Hair's cut.
It is?
You don't see it? You don't see that fresh fade?
That looks good.
So that's what you were busy with all week.
All week.
Yeah, you're going to stream shit, dude. You think you're going to stream shit on the plane Wi-Fi?
I'm going the distance. I'm trying to sleep the whole... If I could sleep...
You're going to try to sleep for 16 hours.
12 hours. If I can get 12 hours, I'm going to be stoked.
You're not going to get 12
And I'm
hours.
going to put a sign because we get free noodles, complimentary noodles. So I'm going to leave a sign that says, even though I'm sleeping, leave my noodles. Because I'm going to wake up, eat some noodles, and go right back to sleep.
Smart. Fill up the belly.
I want to wake up to some...
I'm going to tell the stewardess, make sure I have noodles.
And then you're also going to leave a sign just in case they don't get the message?
Yes.
That's smart.
Yeah, that's not aggressive.
That's very smart.
No, I'll be sweet about it.
That's.
I know I've heard the way you ask for things and you think you're being polite.
You do think you're being polite and it comes across as threatening.
But I'm with my fiance, so it's like, how much of a threat could I be if I'm with her?
It's going to sound like...
No. It'll sound great. It'll be like, this guy's cool.
No, it's going to be like, this guy says we got to leave noodles or you'll get yours.
I wouldn't be that aggressive.
Okay, well, I don't think you always know how aggressive you're being.
You think the flight attendant thinks you're cool?
Cool dude.
Oh, what a cool dude.
Yeah.
He's on Xanax.
What a cool dude. This guy's on a Xanny and he's going to sleep for 12 hours, but he wants noodles.
Hey, this guy's all fucked up on Xanax and wants noodles.
Well, you put it like that.
What a cool guy.
Yeah. Cool chin beard.
Cool dude. Yeah, the guy with the guy who looks like he would be fucked up on Xanax right now.
Oh, which one? No, you'll know.
Oh, you'll know when you see him.
But what do you do if you wake up after 45 minutes?
Yeah. Which is going to happen.
Like, what do you do?
Take another Xanax. I'll be out. Trust me. I'm
You're
gonna
gonna take another
You can't
Xanax?
overdose on Xanax.
You're gonna OD on Xanax? Can you imagine if Troy dies because he overdosed on Xanax and it was just because he was trying to sleep on the plane?
Because he didn't download anything.
Because he didn't download it. And we can give a speech at his funeral and go.
I wouldn't be able to not laugh.
I mean, let that be a lesson. Like, you got to get an iPad if you're gonna fly.
Yeah.
I hope they would put in an Apple commercial.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
He died of
You're
overdose
not
of
gonna be fine.
Xanax because he didn't have an iPad.
I'm gonna stay up all day.
That's what people do.
I'm gonna go do your yoga class before we go.
You're gonna stay up all day. I'm also gonna stay up all day.
Yeah, but I have to stay up and fly, so I'm gonna be exhausted.
He means like he's going to
by
stay
the
up
way-
till 1 a.m.
Yeah.
4 o'clock in the afternoon, you call me. I'll guarantee I'll still be awake.
Yeah.
You guys will be like, "Oh my God, Sam is nuts."
I'll call you at 1 when I'm boarding. We'll see if you're awake.
Okay. You'll be all fucked up on Xanax. I'll take the call. How you feeling, bud? Oh, I'm feeling so good.
All right. You guys drop Toots off?
We have to drive up to Connecticut today.
Oh, what a hell of a day.
Oh, it's brutal, but it's fine.
All right. So you're driving to Connecticut, dropping off Toots with a couple dozen eggs.
Dozen eggs.
You're gonna bring the eggs
You're
with
bringing
you?
the
No,
eggs?
they're fine. They'll
have the eggs. They got
Do they
you.
know about the eggs?
Of course.
Okay.
Everybody knows about Toots' eggs.
Yeah, it's on social. Everybody does know.
Everybody
about that.
knows.
That's true.
I'm sure they listen to the show.
Then we have the rental car, so we're having a rental car. So we're going to drive the rental car to JFK.
Okay.
Smart.
Get on
Smart.
it off.
That's why you kill two birds with one stone. Do the drop off and the road to JFK.
Yep.
Are you going straight from Connecticut to JFK?
Yes.
Smart. Okay. All right. Your fiance is so smart.
Yeah, we got this figure. She, of course, figures this
Yeah,
out.
I don't think you didn't
No,
figure
I
any of it out.
So you drop off Toots at like 11 o'clock?
You thought you needed 3 days for a haircut.
They say 3 hours for international flights.
Oh,
so-
international.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
So
You
I'll
gotta
probably
give her a
try to
little
get there by
11? Or no, 10?
10.
10. When do you pop the Zanny?
Funny you say that.
Thanks.
Because I was talking about this the other day, and people were telling me, make sure you're careful, make sure you're in the air when you take it, because there's been times where something has been grounded and they had to like deplane,
yeah.
and they can't get the people up because they're out on Xanax.
Oh, I don't pray a lot, and I just found something to pray for.
Yeah.
That'd be the fucking greatest thing in the world.
I need a wheelchair.
If you fell asleep and then they had to wake you up and put you in a wheelchair chair to deport you, and it fucked up your whole plan.
Yeah, shout out to Aaron. Aaron hit me on about
Okay.
that.
Now, what if TSA takes your Xanax?
Oh, that'd be
Then I'm
great.
fucked.
Put it in your ass, dude.
Yeah.
They don't check there.
Really?
Yes.
Just to be safe.
A balloon
Yeah.
in the ass, plane takes off, good to go, bathroom, get it out of there,
Okay.
pop the Xanax, put it in a balloon. Because if you put it in raw, it's going to taste like shit. Word to the wise, I've learned from experience.
You learned the hard way.
Yes, yes. So is that what you're going to do? You're going to do it in the air?
Yeah, I'm going to make sure I'm in the air.
Wouldn't it be great if he did it while he was on the road from Stanford? Like driving from Connecticut. He's like, better pop it now.
Can't even park the car.
You're all fucked up in there going through security.
They have the like when they put you in the chair.
Yeah.
They wheel you down the airport in the chair.
We can't let him fly. We can't allow him to fly.
Just get me on the plane.
I hope that it hits wrong. You don't sleep, but you do become like the guy who stands up in front of the plane going, that guy is not real.
You hoping there's a viral video of Troy?
I do.
That,
I
like,
do.
We just have to talk about as a show.
Yeah, this is
I
it.
would expect you to.
And I'm like, hey, Troy, if you want to sit this one out, you can. But we gotta
We
gotta cover the news.
dissect
Now, you have historically bad problems with luggage.
Oh yeah.
But there's no connecting flights.
No connecting flights.
Direct.
Okay.
But you are checking bags.
Of course.
How long are you staying for?
I could do a carry-on. She needs.
Yeah,
Hey,
of course.
Hey, women.
I know. She needs options.
See how easy it is to stand
Yeah,
up?
right.
I'm just saying, my
You walked right into
my
it.
fiance. My fiance.
If you're going somewhere for 7 days, it's 7 shirts, 7 pairs of socks.
I'll be honest with you, bro. Like I could
probably 5.
I could probably take 2 pairs of pants.
Yeah.
2 underwear.
Yeah.
Right. Fancy pants and regular pants. Yeah.
A couple shirts, sweatshirt.
Right.
They need options.
One hoodie.
1 hoodie.
Right.
I don't need a whole. I can carry on.
You
Backpack.
wear some shorts that you can either work out or go swimming in.
Exactly.
Right.
And some Xannies.
And a bunch of Xanax.
Xannies.
Yeah. Are you set for the return flight?
With Xannies?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'm sorry. Dumb question.
I'm stocked, bro.
Oh, okay. No.
I hope they take them.
Huh?
I hope they take them.
They won't take
You got
it.
a script,
prescription
right?
for this?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you do?
Come on,
Yeah,
bro. What's he, a legal drug user?
Yes.
You don't like illicit substances.
No, I don't, no.
Come on.
Okay. I didn't know you had a prescription.
It's from a doctor. It's your medication.
Okay.
My name's on the bottle.
Come on. It says Troy Kwan?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
So,
But no plan B.
Plan B for what?
Like
no, it's Xanax. He's not taking Plan B.
Like if you wake up after 45 minutes, it's not like, well, I'm glad I have those shows downloaded.
I'm glad I have the movie Barbarian. To watch.
I'm glad at least I've got stuff.
I gotta watch
backed
this
up.
Gabby Petito documentary.
This is my version of Ride the Lightning. Nice. You like to ride till you run out of gas. You like to see how far you can go to the edge.
Yes, I do.
I like it. You get off on it.
I do. Yeah, I like to. It's my little form of societal rebellion.
Exactly.
You know,
this is my form
because society goes like this. This is how you have to do it, and I go, you do? Okay, I'm not. This is what you do. Society is telling you you got to have some in-flight entertainment for yourself, and you go, no, you do. You have to. You have to have that. I don't have to have that.
I deal with a bunch of jabronis,
right?
That are like, what are you doing?
Right?
What are you doing?
What are
I'm
you
like,
stupid?
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Fuck all y'all.
Right. And then you'll come back here and go like, you know, I actually had a great experience on the plane.
And I got off the plane rested.
I hope you circle for hours before landing.
He's not sleeping 12 hours.
No, I can't remember the last time I slept anywhere near 12 hours.
But you're not.
Hoping I'm going to be exhausted.
You're not all fucked up on Xanax though.
No, it's true.
Yeah. I have a belly full of noodles.
From when you wake up.
When you wake up and there's some noodles waiting for you.
I'll wake up to pee. I'm like, oh, noodles.
And it's good that you're popping the Xanny once you're in the air because you'll be sober when you tell the flight attendant, here's my flight plan.
Here's the plan.
I like, some women, they have like a birthing plan. When they get pregnant, you have a flight plan.
Right.
My flight plan is that you will leave the noodles for me while I'm passed out, while I'm zonked.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to wake up to a bowl of noodles.
Yeah. As soon as we get in the air, I'll hit
Michael Scott and his bacon.
That's right. Oh, my foot.
I'm going to hit the stewardess bell. Ding.
Smart.
She's going to come over. I'm going to say, hey, listen, I'm going to pass out, but I want to make sure there's noodles here.
What if you knock your noodles over while you're sleeping?
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
I'd be bummed. I'm sure they have backup noodles.
They do, but now there's noodles on the ground and you can't clean them up because you're
Or on your
passed out.
pants.
Oh, there might be noodles on your pants.
Sweatpants.
No underwear.
No underwear.
Bleed right through.
Oh yeah. You'll see the
That'd
helmet.
be great. That'd be great.
Okay, sure, we got it.
Just so many details.
Just paint the picture for everybody
No,
listening.
we got it. I don't need to see that
It
picture.
would be great if you woke up because the noodles are hot and you spilled them on your lap, and since you have no underwear on,
Nothing
you
to absorb it.
Right, and then your genitals get burned, and now it's like that shock jolts you awake.
Oh, yeah, you can't get back to sleep.
And you go like, oh, how long was I out for? And they're like, it's been 20 minutes. Like, we're just over Jersey.
Maybe if it burns my crotch, I could sue the airline.
Well, Delta.
They would say you're the idiot.
you know what Delta's doing? You better hope this plane lands upside down.
Yeah.
Delta said that all the people that were on that flight that landed upside down, they're all getting $30K, no questions asked.
Okay.
Everybody's
That's
on the
great.
flight, they get $30K, and I guess they technically can still sue.
Yeah,
I'm
they
sure
can. It's no strings attached.
no strings attached.
Oh, it's awesome.
But
That's a win-win.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're doing it to try to motivate people to not sue.
Like, oh man, look at this awesome company.
Like,
how could I ever go against them?
Well, it's also like I already got $30K. Do I really want to go through all the rigmarole?
Yes.
I got $30K.
I would go through it.
Of course.
You would sue and try on top of the $30K?
I'd be glad I lived. I'd take the $30K and I'd sue their pants off.
However much you can get.
How much you can get.
Yeah,
just
what are you
wait for
suing for?
some-
Whatever you got.
Just wait for like a class action lawsuit, so you don't have to do it yourself. You just
Jump on.
Yeah, you just jump on whatever somebody else is doing. Plus, you got your $30K already.
If
So
they
you can
told
wait.
you on the plane now, if they were like, hey, you can either get on this plane or get on a plane 15 minutes from now, going to the same place. We just want to tell you that this plane, we're probably landing upside down. Like, it doesn't look good. The plane in 15 minutes is going to be fine.
Perfect.
This plane, you're going to land upside down. You probably survive. Might break a rib.
I'm fine with that.
$30K to you, though.
$30K, I'll take it.
Like, everybody who gets off the flight, we have duffel bags, $30,000 cash. And you're in a different country. We're not asking anything.
I mean, I'd prefer to crash in New York when I come back.
Why? What does it matter?
Because then I have to walk around Hong Kong with a broken rib.
And a duffel bag full of $30K.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Now you
Yeah.
said you're not going to Hong Kong Disney?
No.
All right, so you're just wasting your time.
You think that's a dumb thing?
Like, what's at Hong Kong Disney that...
I can't imagine going to Hong Kong and not going to Disney.
I mean, it's just silly.
Snow White roller coaster.
Yeah.
They have that in Orlando, though.
Do they?
It's probably different.
No, it's not.
Come on. You think it's exactly the same?
I'm not going there to go to Disney. What are
No.
you, crazy?
What are you going there for?
Food.
You
Culture.
can get food here.
What
Bro.
what
Go
about
to Chinatown.
Culture, right?
Yeah. Believe me.
You trying to get some eggs?
Don't have eggs. There's not an egg crisis over there. Biden didn't kill those chickens.
Right, he didn't. I'm still
Out of his jurisdiction.
That's right.
Can we get him in China too? They're like, no, President Biden, we can't.
Yeah, we get
Trying to kill all the chickens.
Man, I want a global thing. No, you don't need to go to Disney.
That's stupid. It's a waste of time.
Right. 16 hours on a plane, zanned out of your mind to go to Disney.
To go there?
I'd be so
I have
excited.
in Orlando.
Right. You could go anytime.
I don't even want to go there.
You don't.
No.
Okay.
Priorities are out of whack.
What's in Hong Kong Disney that they don't have in Florida?
I don't know. Other rides? I haven't looked. I don't want any spoilers.
Smart.
You don't. This fucking guy.
What?
You can't take him, huh?
I mean, it's just like just Disney. Everything's Disney.
Right. It's like get
Not
off.
everything.
It's like you're an adult.
I like
Right.
the Orioles.
You think it's creepy?
A little creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully he has a wife and a daughter that are into it. Because if it was just he was a
Who do you think's the most into it in his house?
him.
Yeah.
No. My daughter.
Well,
Do you think his
he's
daughter
also-
was indoctrinated?
Yes.
Yeah.
Your daughter's also a kid. So I mean,
Child.
this is her.
She's not a kid.
Well,
She's a child.
Yeah. I mean, she sits and watches YouTube videos all day long
YouTube's great.
on Disney. I'm not doing that. I'm like, nah, I know all that already.
He does it.
You think I do?
You think he doesn't do it?
yeah, right.
Exactly.
I'll pop in and sit for a little while.
What's
I'll be
he
like, what are we watching here?
What's he watching YouTube videos about if not Disney?
I'd love to know.
You're right, wouldn't you? All right, guys.
We're getting off the beaten.
Well, last time you had big travel plans, and we talked about it on the air and talked about all the things that could go wrong. Nothing went wrong.
Right.
Nothing went wrong.
Not a single
Oh,
thing.
to Mexico. That was a shit show.
No, I was actually talking about the drive to Florida. But
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's a tire blowout. Yep. I don't have good. Yeah. We're hoping this goes smooth.
Troy one time flew to Mexico, and they lost his luggage, including the wedding cake that they brought.
What?
Yeah, my fiance's a chef, and so she made the cake.
She got cookbook.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and she made the cake, and they put it in the luggage, and then they lost it.
Wow.
And then when he drove to Florida, we all got together and prayed that he would have a flat
Isn't that
tire
terrible?
on his.
Isn't that terrible
on
that we
his-
would do that?
On his way there,
These guys claim to be my friends.
We did. We prayed on the air.
We prayed that he would get a flat tire.
And guess what?
And when we
happened?
prayed for that, God answered.
Yep.
Wow.
He flattened his tire good.
That's manifesting.
That is, we manifested it.
You
Can I
did
tell you
that.
something? God is good.
Yep. And then he had to drive all night because it took so long because he was driving to Florida and he had to wait for his tire to get fixed.
Yeah.
And then we made him call us on the air because when we got on the show the next day, he was still driving to Florida.
I was pissed. I was so pissed.
That was a bad trip.
And these guys, they're not nice about it. They love seeing me in misery.
Right.
These guys claim to be my friends.
But you do it to yourself.
Can you
How?
Can you call us from Hong Kong?
Yeah,
Sure.
can you?
I'll try.
All right.
Okay, see if you can.
What time is it over there?
I just got the pass, so I have phone access.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
You probably don't have access to Google.
Oh, yeah,
not.
they don't do that.
Yeah.
Isn't it? If it's on my phone, though, I should, right?
I don't know.
You're going to
We'll
get
find
busted,
out.
dude. You're going to end up in jail.
No Twitter for you.
Don't use Google.
No.
Really?
They'll put you in jail.
I don't
How
think so.
How great would it be
how great would it be
if he either gets in jail or gets a caning?
if he does some if he breaks some law that he
yeah.
doesn't even think exists?
Right. Let me grab this flag from this hotel. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And he gets a caning.
he
Would
gets
you
a
rather
caning?
would you rather labor camp for Troy or caning?
I think caning because I would
Public
want
caning?
him. Yeah, public caning because I'd want him to come back. I feel like if they put him in a labor camp, we may be a while before we see him, and I'd be bummed if we didn't see you again.
Yeah.
But a caning, hopefully they do that within the realm of his trip, so that way when he comes back,
I can still make the flight back.
you make the flight back. Except now, because it would also be really funny if he has to get on a 16-hour flight.
With a donut?
His ass hurts from the caning.
Yeah.
And the back, too. I think they get you back.
I would hope they would focus on the ass.
Yeah.
You know?
I would probably put in a special request.
Right, and then we make him use we would have him use like a donut here because he was caned, and it'd also be really good for the show. Because remember when that one guy got caned in Singapore,
I remember that.
and it became like a national story. If we could get like a national story around this,
So if there is a caning, mention Sam Roberts.
Yeah.
If I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
and make sure
We're trying to build this up.
I know.
and really like this is important. Like don't say the.
Yeah.
There's
And like,
no the.
and if there is time before you get caned, like if you could say Sam Roberts show, there is an apostrophe. It's possessive.
Yeah.
That way people understand grammatically how to do it. Because I didn't forget the. There's the apostrophe is
People ask me all the
possessive.
time. They're like, why isn't the? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
I
What do you mean you don't?
Yeah. I say because he's an idiot.
That's
yeah,
not.
why wouldn't it just be the Sam Roberts Show?
Yeah,
there's an
Because it's
apostrophe.
Sam Roberts' show.
It's a possessive
You know?
apostrophe.
But it's like it's the Howard Stern Show.
He's
Why-
doing it to be different
He
and
is, he is.
difficult.
There's
Yeah,
a possessive apostrophe.
Why would it just be the Sam Roberts Show?
Because then I couldn't have the possessive apostrophe in it.
But why do you need the possessive? Who gives a shit about the possessive apostrophe?
When was the last time there was a show that in the name of the show there was a possessive
Why don't you just make
apostrophe?
it the? It's everything's the.